morning, everybody. Hello on this rainy Tuesday, November the 5th, 2024. And we are here in the studio again together.
Remember the 5th of November?
The 5th of November.
Oh, yes,
That's
the
right.
Ides of November.
The Ides of November. Nope.
Oh, that's much.
Not it.
Yeah, it looks like a Typo Negative album outside, you know? It's just like rainy and dark and...
Oh, yeah. Miserable.
It's just miserable. Oh, I love it.
Wet leaves, you're driving, you don't see a giant puddle.
I had
It's
an
so
umbrella
dark
this
out.
morning.
I think it's weird when you see a guy carrying an umbrella.
No.
No.
Who was the umbrella guy for like Diddy and Jay-Z?
Oh, Farnsworth Bentley?
Yes. Now that guy looked cool as hell with an umbrella.
Where's that guy been during the whole trial?
He's fled the
Where's
state.
he
Oh,
been?
was
like,
he
just-
Diddy's guy?
He's like,
He
just
was
don't
Diddy's
say,
guy, dude. He had
He
been
was
holding the
Diddy's
umbrella,
umbrella
keeping
guy.
the baby oil off
He
of
probably
Diddy.
knows everything. That's the first
can't
place I
be-
would go for the secret.
Farnsworth
Man,
Bentley.
He's just walking around going, don't say Farnsworth, don't say Farnsworth.
That guy is in witness protection somewhere. Has to be.
He
As
could
he
be the
should.
whistleblower.
Yeah, just keep an eye
I
out for
hope
a guy
so.
with an umbrella today. You will know where he's at.
Yep. He was always, dressed all snazzy.
Is that his real name?
Farnsworth Bentley?
Yeah.
God,
I
I
don't
hope.
think so.
Yeah.
I don't,
that
you know what?
sounds
I
like
don't
a
want to know.
character.
Don't look it up and ruin my dreams.
Now they're like,
today.
we got to pretend your
Real
name is
name's
something like a butler.
Leon Jenkins.
What should it be? Yeah, his name's probably like Pat or something.
Let's see what it is.
ambiguous Pat. Right on.
Farnsworth Bentley.
Pat Smith.
But he had, he was, dressed to the nines always, and he had, an umbrella with the old school umbrella with the
Burberry print.
curve at the bottom.
Oh yes.
Ooh,
Very
look
popular.
umbrella.
classy.
The classy umbrella.
Oh, boy. They say he's in Chile. He ran to
Are
Chile.
you serious?
Yeah.
No way.
He admitted what was happening,
How
and
do
he
they
was
know?
What if he
out.
Mary Poppins his way to, just open his umbrella and just floated
I
it?
see
He
that.
did. He just floated over South America.
There's not that
Dick
much
Van
rain
Dyke's-
down there.
dancing on rooftops in Chile.
That's dumb.
Yeah, is there a lot of rain down there?
No.
He's going to the rainiest country.
We were not far off. Plug your ears if you don't want to know.
I don't want to know. And
Farnsworth Bentley.
His real name is Derek Farnsworth Bentley Watkins.
Oh.
Derek Watkins.
Derek Watkins. It's over. Derek
Okay, thank
Watkins. And
I just don't want to know.
Derek Watkins.
I didn't know King Scott's last name until last year. I've worked with this
It's
man for
Watkins.
almost 10
Yep,
years.
Watkins.
Stop saying Watkins.
Scott Watkins. Scott Derek
Old
Watkins.
Scotty Watkins. I hate you all right now. Derek Watkins sounds like a major league baseball
I
player.
got
This is what he looks
pictured-
like.
yeah. 6'11". You saw it.
No,
Man, he just
I don't
showed-
know what the hell
That's
that is.
Dolly
That
Watkins.
is not Dolly
He
Watkins
just showed us
right
pictures
now.
of
Dolly
Dolly
Watkins
Parton
right
without her
there.
makeup on.
I didn't see it. Somehow it looks like Reba. I didn't see it.
Which Learn does not want to see Dolly Parton without her makeup on.
There's just some things that
That's
are
not
sacred.
her.
I know.
That's Dolly Watkins.
All right, this is
baby.
Derek.
I'm not
This is
looking
Derek.
behind me
Okay,
forever.
whatever,
There
dude.
he is.
Dude, look
That's
at his
Derek Watkins.
mustache. Why would he even...
Farnsworth, that is a...
Got her again! Got her again!
What an idiot. That's not her.
I know, that's not her. That's like Maggie, the late Maggie Smith. How dare you, Moon?
That's the best.
That's Lauren
Oh,
Holly
man.
with a
That's
old
not
person
her.
mask on.
We're having a
no
good time.
Thanks.
Anyway, I don't know. I just find it odd when a guy carries a little umbrella.
Well, that's unfortunate. You don't have one in your Jeep?
Men get wet.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Men walk between the drops.
Well, I didn't think I had my leopard print umbrella in my back seat, and then I was, doing the whole lady thing where I didn't turn a light on. I was just feeling back there, like trying to figure it out, and lo and behold, it's back there. Responsible pass learn.
The
Put it back
only
there.
umbrella I have has got puppy dogs on it.
Cute.
Really?
Nice.
That's neat.
It was a gift from Farnsworth Bentley. No, but today, I mean, it's gonna rain today. This is from KSDK. It's a weather impact alert. Weather impact alert day. In place for the first part of Tuesday, 2 to 4 inches of additional rainfall is possible, leaving some areas
Golly.
with upwards of 5 to 8 inches by Tuesday morning. We've already had over 5 inches of rain in many locations. Saturated ground and swollen creeks and streams will be an issue by daybreak. As the heavy, steady rain continues, we see the potential for more localized and flash flooding throughout the morning. The morning commute will be slow and full of water. Give yourself a lot of extra time to be where you need to be on Tuesday. Those who are outside standing in line to vote should be prepared for a heavy rain. Heavy rain. To start the day.
Chubby rain?
The rain gradually will taper off through the early afternoon. So, yes, grab your puppy dog umbrellas. Somebody said, Adam, first person to vote at Liberty High School in O'Fallon, full parking lot, huge line already.
Well,
Polls open at 6. Is it 6 o'clock?
Yes. Many people in line already.
Yep.
So.
It's gonna be one of those days.
And
Our severe weather threat has come to a close, though. It's just gonna be about the flooding.
And then it's time to rock the boat.
Yep. All right, Scott.
right, cool.
That's it for you today. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Never die.
6
That's it.
a.m. until
Deliver.
7 p.m.
6:15. You're good. You can't get any better than that, Scott. Just keep that in mind.
6A to 7P. That's how open the polls are, Missouri and Illinois, today.
Okay. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, though.
Yeah.
Cool. That's good.
In
That's
the
good.
60s tomorrow.
I need that for my dog's health and my sleep.
Oh,
mean
yeah.
your
The
dog's
dogs.
health?
Yeah, the dogs. I open up the door and they're like, nah.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Nah, I'm going to hold it.
Cats haven't been able to go outside since last Wednesday.
Hey,
You know? So they're really pent up.
So
Yeah,
you're,
but cats go to the bathroom inside.
I know, but they like to chase things outside.
yeah.
Yeah, but they don't have to go outside.
No, they do, because they're little bitches if they don't. And the bitchometer at my house right now for my cats is like
Is that
through the
max?
roof. Yeah, it's at 11.
No, I'll open up the door for the dogs to go out in the yard, and they'll go, ooh, nah,
ooh,
Okay, I thought I was the only one struggling with that.
nah.
All right. Do you
my
walk
wife's
out there
like-
with them?
Well, my wife's like, I guess I'll have to take him out. I go, I'm not going to stop you.
No, I mean she'll go if I tell her. Like
That's nice.
she'll kind of look and be like, oh, but that's not what I want. And I'm like, well, you got to go. You got to do it. And she'll reluctantly go out like I'm torturing her.
And then it goes slower. I'm like, you're getting more wet now.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, if you're standing out in the polls, in line, you got your umbrella. Don't let it deter you. Lines are going to be long today.
Did you guys have sirens yesterday?
No.
We did.
Just really loud lightning.
Yeah, there was, the thunder is the loud part.
Oh, well, yeah, the whole thing. The lightning and then the
Lightning
thunder.
and then the thunder. Yeah, I had 2 dogs in the bed with me last night.
So you're really safe.
Yeah.
That's what they're there for.
Yeah, we're thunder buddies. Me and new dog are thunder buddies.
They're thinking, I'm here to protect you, Dad.
Nah, the new dog's such a puss. She'll shake. Like, she will jump up on the bed and put her head, on me, and you can feel her, like, tremor.
Sad.
Yeah, radios have these ridiculous phases. She used to be, and we thought it was like a bird dog thing, because they're supposed to be out there by shotguns and guns and stuff, she was like unfazed. Sounds, there was one point where like, maybe she's deaf, dude. Like, she was unaffected by sounds, not affected by thunder or anything for probably the first 4 years of her life. And then suddenly,
All of a sudden,
totally scared of everything. And now we're
she
starting.
got the fear.
Yeah, and now we're starting to level out a little bit. It's like somebody told her a dog friend got hit by lightning or something down
Yeah.
the road. Like just developed a fear.
Huh.
And then now she's starting to level out a bit. And as long as the house isn't shaking, she's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah, I think I ruined the dog. When she was young, I lit off a bunch of Roman candles around her.
Oh,
What are you doing?
I know.
What? Oh,
I know.
you can't
Good.
figure out why she's so skittish.
pinpointed it.
I don't know.
Bo's blind and deaf, and now he's losing his sense of smell, too. So he doesn't know it's raining till he's out there. And he's always like, ah, but then he's out. Like, as soon as his paws have to hit the wet ground, he's like Helen Keller. He gets out there and it's like, water. But then he's in and out. So
Yeah.
I got that going for me. He's just like, he's just losing one sense at a time. He's got cataracts.
How old's Bo?
17 and a half.
Dang.
Damn.
Going for a record.
He's just chilling. Lives
Damn.
his life meal to meal, dude. Respect. He's just chilling, waiting for the next feeding time.
Think he's happy?
Oh, he's happy as a clam.
That's awesome.
Yeah, he loves it. He just lives for. He is a chill guy. He's very zen. He's a Buddhist pug, Buddhist puggle, because he doesn't want much. He zens out in between meals. That's it.
Yep,
he
that's
just
it.
wants some lasagna maybe and some a treat. But now when I throw treats down, I gotta they'll be right at his feet, and he's sniffing, and he can't find them. And I'm like, man, he can't even smell anymore, dude. How old does a dog get when the smell goes? Yeah, maybe he got COVID. I don't know. But I got to, like, guide him to the treats now or let him eat them right out of my hand because he can't see them. So he doesn't know. He slept like a baby last night. He has no clue what's going on outside.
For him, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah, he's loving it.
Moon mentioned NFTs yesterday. I forgot what context he did.
Was it yesterday or a couple days ago?
A couple days ago. Remember the trend of NFTs?
Oh, yeah.
Remember that
non-fungible tokens?
What is it, a trend?
Non-fungible token. You know, that was a trend.
It's going to be the thing, man.
Was that the graphic?
Yeah.
It was like you owned a piece of digital something
A
or other.
JPEG.
Digital art.
Digital art.
Digital property of some sort.
A digital property.
Like a picture of Donkey Kong, and then you owned it in perpetuity.
But it was supposed to be the thing that got people rich. I remember people were buying these things up, and all these organizations were getting behind selling NFTs, and then poof, gone. You don't hear about them anymore. It was such a quick fad. It was here, it was gone. Died really quickly. And people spend a lot of money on these things. And And now they're worthless. Yeah. Do any of these things still hold value?
If any of them.
Can you even put, like, your watermark on them so if anybody sees it, they know you own it? Wouldn't that have been a thing to do for something you're paying for?
I really wasn't hip to it.
I go, screw this.
I understand what it is, and I guess I could kind of understand the value of it.
Damn. According to a September 2023 study, 95% of NFT collections are worthless.
Worthless. Oh, nice.
Wow.
95%.
Nice. Laugh at the person that dumped their life savings into an NFT.
Because I'm glad I was right.
You were right?
I'm glad I was like, oh, this is dumb, and I didn't invest.
But it says, a Forbes article, November 2023, says the NFT market cap is $10 billion, driven by the 5% that have retained their value.
Okay, so for most, so 95% of people, or 95% of NFTs have lost their value, worthless. But the 5% that are still going are worth how much? $10 billion? Is that what we said? 10 billion would it be?
Yeah, with a B. This is wild, dude. The minting process for NFTs can have costly environmental impact. One study found that the energy required to mint NFTs resulted in the emission of approximately 16,243 metric tons.
See, and now we're getting into stuff that I don't understand.
Right. Why does it cost CO2? Because you have to have...
Because it's a part of the... When you buy one,
they have to keep it...
Aren't you buying a spot on the blockchain?
See, and now we're starting to get into stuff like, why is it such a bad environmental thing for Bitcoin? Oh, these Bitcoin, server farms, bad for the environment. How you mine it, I have no idea how that works.
I thought that it was like it was a part of like a particular market, like Ethereum or whatever. Like you were buying it on the Ethereum blockchain.
Again, you're speaking Greek to a lot of people, right?
Can I just go to Edward Jones and my financial advisor tells me where to put my money? Just the traditional sense. That's fine with me.
Yeah, Adam says NFTs are still useful. The real ones have purpose. The art ones were a fad.
So the one that sold for 91 million was not worth investing in?
It did sell for 91 million?
91 million.
At the time when they were popular, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a trend for a while.
Yeah, and it was all, speculative investments.
Right. And there was a whole thing on the internet. Somebody recently asked, what trend died so fast that you could hardly tell it was a trend? Like, you could hardly call it a trend. And NFTs were hot for how long? 2 years? A year?
I'd say 2 years, yeah.
2 years?
21 to 23.
Like, can you think of trends that died so fast that you can't even call it a trend?
Clogs.
Were clogs a thing?
Yeah.
I was thinking something that rhymes with that as a 90s kid.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Pogs were
Pogs
so big that there were Pog shops popping up, and within a year, they were something else.
It was like once Walmart and Kmart started carrying them, everyone quit playing.
Well, yeah, that was the original NFT, was a Pog, because they were all different. So you collected them in your little tube.
Yeah.
And then you thought, oh, I'll trade Pogs with people because I had a cool psychedelic one.
Cards.
By the time you filled the tube, nobody wanted to trade. You're like, oh, this is over?
Baseball cards lasted, though.
Remember flash mobs?
Oh, yes.
No.
flash mobs were a thing.
Yeah, but inherently in the title, never meant to last.
True.
It's a flash mob. The entire thing is like, we're here and we're gone.
I don't know. There was a time where I'd go to the mall and I'd go, oh man, I hope there's a flash mob.
Just want to see one.
Oh my God, there's like 30, 40 people gathering. Are they going to do the Thriller dance?
No, dude,
I hope so.
The first day you hear about that, you think, oh, that'd be cool. And next time I'm at West County Mall, if that were to happen.
Nah, I didn't want
And
to
then
be part of
after
any of
that, you're basically, every time you go somewhere, you're hoping just like, you know that people get mugged around, and you tell yourself, man, I hope I don't get mugged today. You would start telling yourself, man, I hope I don't have to endure some.
No, I would never
Right.
want to be part of that.
I would.
I was just lying to you guys. I never hoped to be involved in a flash mob.
Where do they meet?
I wanted nothing to do with that.
Like at a temple, and they learn the dance? How do they know what they're doing?
Well, it started
Together.
with what was it?
You know?
They ride the subways with no pants.
Okay.
What?
Think
Remember
there's
that?
a flash mob
Well,
temple?
that's like a day.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
Like,
they do it in, wasn't it Atlanta that
No,
started
San
that?
Francisco and
San
New York City. It's like ride the subway with no pants
But
on.
wasn't it a comedian that started the whole thing? And
I don't know,
or
but
something
flash
like that?
mobs were.
Seems like something that would have gathered steam and been organized on Twitter
yeah,
or something like that. You know, this is like an AOL chat room, like a bunch of people going, "Ooh, we can do something in secret, and then we'll make it public at the mall."
I bought a flash mob NFT, so
Oh damn,
I
dude!
bet
Sorry,
it's-
bro.
I'm crushing.
Hold on to that, man. It's coming back around.
Fidget spinners, yes, fidget spinners.
First flash mob in New York City, 2003, organized by Bill Wasick, senior editor at Harper's Magazine.
Dang.
And that was the
nice.
first. Fidget spinners were a huge thing. Basically anything from Spencer. Selfie sticks, fidget spinners, salt lamps.
I still have
Salt
salt lamps. You guys don't like a salt lamp?
I do.
They're amazing lighting. And they
No,
change
they're
the energy.
not.
Yes, they are.
Not
I
amazing
have
lighting.
two in my bedroom, and I put them on, and I sit in there, and I'm like, I'm
It's
at
not.
peace.
It's dim.
It is dim. It's supposed to be dim. Meditate with them, dude. Changes the alkalines of the walls and whatnot.
So the negative ions, right?
Yeah.
Is it negative ions or positive? I don't know.
Makes everything better.
Okay. Fidget spinners. I'm sitting on a couple thousand of those in my basement. Anybody want to buy any? Planking. Remember, planking was a thing.
Oh, yes.
Planking. We are all at some point planking.
Yogis are still planking.
Also known as T-bowing. That was a thing. No, there was planking. There was T-bowing.
I don't remember what T-bowing
That was laying flat, right?
Planking was the laying flat. T-bowing was the. Remember when Tim Tebow would score a touchdown
Oh, yeah, and he would go down and
and he
like,
would
on
go
a
down
V.
and look like the thinker?
I forgot about that one.
Did he ever lose his V card?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Did he? I
Yeah, he's married.
Is he married?
Yeah.
Congratulations to him.
I didn't know that. I thought he.
I was always a fan. I was always a Tim Tebow fan.
Just over 2 years ago.
Oh, yep.
Oh, wait, this could have been
It did
longer than
okay.
that. This article starts
I
with
thought
just
he was
over
married
2
for a
years ago.
while.
Tim
She's hot, too.
Tebow tied the knot with Demi Lee Tebow. Wow, same last name.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's weird. She had the,
Demi
oh my
Lee.
gosh.
Let's see.
South African model.
South African.
Whoa.
Miss Universe 2017.
Oh, damn.
Wowee.
She's not hard on the eyes, that's
No.
for sure.
Cutie.
Only Tim Tebow, though, could marry somebody that looks like this and become less interesting. You know, like the whole virgin thing and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know, it kind of kept him more interesting. And now
Not to me.
it's all gone.
You know how people look like animals?
Well, the fact that he was a virgin,
Yeah,
that
the whole
made
thing.
him interesting.
I mean, dude, go back and watch that Gators thing.
Dude,
on-
imagine losing
on-
your virginity to Miss Universe. Like how fast you bust. That has to be like crazy. Had to be a crazy honeymoon. All right, I've been waiting my whole life for this, baby. Go! Oh, you want to go down and have dinner or something? Like, yeah. Oh, shot out of a cannon. Had to
Dude,
be.
go back and watch that Gators thing on Untold.
Yeah.
He
Like
was-
he's the least interesting thing in it, and the crazy thing is he was so talented and so awesome, but you don't even see him because again, not interesting.
Yeah, he was.
There was
he
so
was a
much
de-
going on
he
with
was
that
a-
team.
I mean, he was a good quarterback. He was, good college quarterback.
He's a good athlete. He played baseball. Remember, he
Yeah, he
went out for the
do it
Mets
all.
or something.
Yeah, he played in the minors for a little bit.
I saw him
He
do
won
a
a playoff. What was it? He won a playoff game with the Broncos.
Yeah, the Broncos. He took because that was one of those where they were trailing that season. Their starting quarterback got injured. He became the quarterback and took him to the playoffs. And then they didn't hire him the next year.
Dude was great. I saw him do a home improvement
couldn't really
show.
throw. He was a runner.
He was a decent host.
The Harlem Shake.
Oh, yes.
Oh my God.
Wait, that's
Harlem
not cool
Shake
anymore?
was a thing.
I remember Lux did a music video for the Harlem Shake for
I
the
do.
point. And then Casey did it with Sweet Meat. And it was so, U-Man acted like he was dead on the ground.
I remember the
he
Harlem
hasn't
Shake
recovered.
was
He hasn't recovered since.
In the same vein, the mannequin challenge was big for a while.
What was that?
Where they everybody freezes and they pan across the room. You don't remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Like the mannequin. That was big for like
yeah.
6
It
months.
was around that same time, I feel. Mm-hmm. It was when TikTok, or what was the precursor to TikTok?
It'd be like all of us freezing in some weird
Vine.
pose. And
Vine. When Vine or TikTok was in its infancy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, everybody would stand still and you'd pan across the room. That was the mannequin challenge. Gangnam Style by Psy. Mm-hmm. Sure, there's always going to be one-hit wonders, but that song seems to have just completely disappeared. Mm-hmm. Like completely.
And I'm okay with it.
Was everywhere for a year, and then it just poof, gone.
It's still on my playlist.
Gone.
It would be on your playlist.
Who Let the Dogs Out? All those good songs, man.
Macarena.
Yeah, but Who Let the Dogs Out will still play on a station like The Arch.
That survived.
Gangnam Style, nah. Gone. She gone.
Yeah, Baha Men's still jamming at weddings.
That's right.
Really?
Oh,
I would
yeah.
think so.
People
sure.
are playing Who Let the Dogs Out.
Yeah, 'cause
Have you been to a cool wedding?
Hysterical.
Have you ever been to a
Oh,
cool
dude,
wedding?
definitely.
You guys.
That was what I
It's
walked
got
down.
it's got
down the aisle
nostalgia
to.
value. It's got nostalgia value. It's dancey and it's funny. It's like I guarantee you that'll get played more than
Grandma
Gangnam
loves it.
Style.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, I apologize for teasing about that song.
Yeah, that does suck. I concur. This side of the
What?
table.
I'm only
that
going-
This side of the table concurs.
You guys just don't know how to
Rafe
have
and I
fun,
are
I
at
guess.
weddings where Shook Me All Night Long
was
by
not my
AC/DC is
favorite.
always playing. That Baha Meds.
It's not my
I want to
favorite.
know who the person is that's like in the middle of a conversation at a wedding. Is like, oh, this is my jam. I'll be right back.
There. Ooh.
No, it's
I like that part.
It's yeah, Jim. Put all my money in NFTs, and I've lost it. Who let the dogs? Hang on.
Hold that thought, brother. Hold that thought. I gotta go do a flash mob real quick.
Google Glass and Google Plus.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not paying $1,000 for your glasses.
Gone.
Okay?
Yeah, those
That-
wearables,
Here for a
man.
moment and then gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that happens with a lot of those trends they try to get off the ground, like technological stuff. It either catches fire or it's gone quick.
Yeah, that was gone quick.
Yeah. They were giving Google Glass away, trying to get people to wear them. Would not work.
No, would not work. Do you know anybody that got them?
Not personally, but I remember they were like giving away like glasses in all the markets for people to wear them around the city, like thousands of pairs.
Didn't they look goofy?
You can still get
I
them.
mean, yeah, it's basically Bluetooth for your face. You're just walking around like you think the Bluetooth in the ear guy looks like a douche.
Well, everybody wanted to be Tony Stark.
Yeah, but it didn't look like that though.
You kind of look like
No.
Horace Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody wanted to be Tony Stark with the
Chris Sabo.
Yeah.
Jarvis, right?
Yeah,
Jarvis was the guy talking to him in the helmet. Everybody wanted to be Tony Stark and Jarvis.
And
That
who
didn't
wouldn't?
work out. No, you're right. We just weren't there. We're not ready for it yet. Segways, I feel, also were a big fad for a little while.
Oh, yes.
And then gone.
Fun to have a tour.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're right.
I think they got replaced by
Hoverboards, and then those were gone too.
the hoverboards that didn't have the stick in the front. You didn't look so much like a mall cop. I don't know, dude. I still see those one-wheel ones.
Yeah.
You go out to like Venice Beach, everybody's on those things, man. New York, there was a bunch of people on them too, and I'm like, bro, you're one pothole away from just dental work.
Well, even those hoverboards.
You know the ones I'm talking about that look like
yes.
a skateboard and the wheels in the middle?
Yeah.
They're cruising.
Well,
on
the
those
two
things.
the two-wheeled hoverboards, because my kids got one, and they could zip around on those things.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
we have one that is fast as heck.
Have you been on it?
Yeah.
Man, I almost busted my ass.
Oh yeah, I've been on it. My mother wanted to try it, and I refused. I
No.
was like, no, you're not allowed. You can't do this.
No, if you look up people falling on hoverboards, those things zip right out from under their feet.
Yeah, and that's like just the back of your head just looking a crack, man. We have one of the little, like it's like a tricycle thing. You put over it, and it turns it into like a go-kart.
Oh.
Yeah, that one's cool.
That thing cruises too.
Well, you know what it was? It was maybe those hoverboards catching fire. Remember they were just spontaneously combusting and burning houses down?
Yeah,
They're
that's-
going too
Maybe
fast.
that was the end of those. The poo emoji was on everything for a little bit.
Poo emoji.
The poo emoji. That was on things for a little bit.
Shirts and
Clothes, toys. It was all about the poo emoji. And then there were mustaches on everything.
Oh, yes. Remember everybody got the finger tattoo of the mustache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now they just have a dirty finger.
Then the mustaches on everything. Live Strong bracelets.
Oh, yes.
I got a feeling Lance Armstrong and his career may have affected.
Yeah, but again, it was a fad for
Yeah.
a little bit.
But remember that was a good cause though,
Hey,
because money was going towards.
Yeah, money was
something,
going to a cancer charity.
Coney 2012. You remember that?
yeah.
oh, jeez,
That was everywhere, and then it was just gone,
That was
dude.
a scam though, wasn't it?
That was
No.
a scam, though,
Oh, I
wasn't it?
was?
remember
I
that.
think so.
I mean, the thing was real, right? The guy that was like kidnapping kids was real
I don't.
for like the
think-
army in the Congo
A
or whatever.
Ugandan cult leader.
Coney 2012.
I remember this.
Dude, it was everywhere, and we were like, "We're taking this guy down. He's kidnapping kids, and he's forcing them into a child army." And then it was 2013, and they're like,
Whatever.
new PlayStation came out. We're
Well,
good.
what was the fad, though? Like,
It was like a big internet groundswell of like people sharing and donating to go and fight him, and like basically like I think it was like a private army, like a Blackwater type deal. They were going to send like a private mercenary force in to like get this guy and bring him to justice. And I don't know what he might still be chilling for all I know. I don't know what's going on with him.
Oh, it was a charity called Invisible Children.
Yep,
Yeah, that's right. But that
was a scam.
there was something,
I don't know if it was a scam.
There was something that killed that real quick because it like came out like either
The guy that ran it.
organizer-
Oh, you know what it was? The dude that ran it got naked in San Diego and was
That's
like
right.
Right.
smearing poop on cars. I remember, dude, because I think they
That's
made
right.
fun of him in like a South Park episode.
poo emoji.
Yeah.
now we're back to
that.
poo emoji.
Wasn't that what happened? The guy running it like
think
lost,
so.
and he said he cracked under the pressure of how big the organization got so fast. Dude,
That's
that was
what
you
happens
just
when you
unlocked
crack.
a memory in my filing cabinet of dementia.
That's what happens when you crack, man. You start poo smearing just on
He
random
did.
things. And,
Tony 2012 founder losing.
That's right. He lost his mind, and he was.
Losing
Yeah, he ran naked around.
Yeah.
Jason Russell.
That's it.
Detained by San Diego police after a meltdown included ripping off his clothes, running naked in the street, and hitting himself against parked cars. Yeah. That was it.
Man.
Said he had a reactive psychosis caused by stress, exhaustion, and dehydrations of from the campaign's popularity. Wild.
Yeah.
It killed it.
Wow.
The Lord's Resistance Army. Joseph Kony. Is he still around?
Well, he's got an island now in New York. It's very fun.
Stop it, Scott.
Okay.
We're on a roll.
What's a coney dog? Can you explain?
It's,
I think that's a
you
chili
force
dog.
a child.
Oh, okay. Never had one.
I think it's a chili dog. It's supposed to be like a Nathan's Coney Island hot dog. Backwards clothing like crisscross.
Yeah.
Was anybody really doing that?
I tried it once and I didn't like that I couldn't get my pants undone when I needed to go to the bathroom as a child. And I said, this is done.
yeah, everybody did it till their first pee break. And they're like, what am I doing?
This is stupid.
Yeah, this isn't gonna last.
And whatever that very mindful, very demure thing. I think that's already dead.
Yeah, that was just a couple
That was
months
just a
ago.
couple weeks ago.
What did you say?
Be thankful.
Very mindful, very demure. That was a
I
that was a
still don't
thing
know what
this
the hell.
summer.
Did I
That was on TikTok.
miss that? I must have
missed
missed
that.
that.
That was this summer's thing.
You are very mindful and very demure.
Very demure.
Oh, thank you.
It was some viral thing, and I think it's already done. So you don't need. Yeah, you know
I'm
what?
so bummed I missed it.
It doesn't need to take up space in your head.
Good. There's no space
On
left.
the account of it's one in, one out, you may lose something you may need. So
Yeah.
you don't need this one.
No, okay. Appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Thank you guys for looking out, though.
Here's a story, and I want to talk to the people that were service before. So, Buddy went out to dinner with his in-laws, and this is over the weekend, and this is a true story. He forgot that his dad, or his father-in-law, taps his water glass with his fork to get the server's attention.
Oh, no.
Ding, ding, ding. Like he's about to give a speech.
Yeah. And here's the thing. Was the service slow? No. That's just what he does. And he says it works. Probably because it's annoying as all F.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Who does that? Do you know anybody that does this?
no, I would not.
I meant to bring this up yesterday.
I do not, and if I did, I would not dine with them.
And even when the son-in-law goes, please don't do that, the father-in-law is like miffed about it. Because that's all I always do. Server, and here's the excuse. Servers want to know if you need them. And they want to take good care of you, so they get a good tip. So is there any more of a condescending thing to tap on your glass other than snapping for them?
I mean, you can.
What's worse, snapping or tapping on the glass?
Yeah, the fact that it works is such a bad argument. Like,
Probably
yeah, it would work to pull down your pants and helicopter them over to the table too, but you shouldn't.
Yeah,
You'd get service quickly that way too, but it's like there's lots of things you could do.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But there's definitely a level of severity here, right? Like yelling "garçon" or something like that. This is probably worse than snapping. Than the tap. I would think the raising hand snapping thing is worse than
the glass tap.
The tinging.
I don't know, man. I've never been to dinner with somebody who glass taps.
A tinger. And it depends on the ting too, because there's like a ting 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 ting, like you're ringing a dinner bell,
And you're supposed
like,
to do that to get people to kiss, right?
I think
At
it's
a wedding?
worse.
Yeah, at a wedding.
Because when I was bartending, the people I hated the most, if they would bang their bottle on the bar, empty. And that pissed me off way worse than somebody like yelling my name or saying, hey.
Like, I'm empty.
Yeah, or people that would turn their bottle, they called it the dead man. I hated that. Like, I'd walk past
Just
the table,
laying it down?
they'd lay their long neck bottle on its side to let me know it was empty. Almost like they're saying to you, like,
You're derelict in your duty.
you let it get empty. And I'm like, sorry that you're an alcoholic and you're pounding beers at a geometrical rate. Just ask for another, order two. Or when I bring your beer, tell me you want another one because you're about to, because I would watch them drink it too, and it'd be like, they'd like pound half of a beer and then lay it down. And I'm like, all right, you're not drinking that at like a normal rate. You're chugging beers, which is great. Drink it up. But like just order a bucket or something if you're going to chug beers at your table.
We all could agree, though, it's rude to ting your glass, right?
Because that's
And
getting
think so.
everybody's attention.
That's getting everybody's attention. And it's making it all about you.
Yeah.
You know, other than sending up a flare.
What if he brought his own bell?
Yeah.
But what should we do?
Jeffrey.
What should that, and that's the question. That's the question.
Because you can't say, hey, babe, or hey, hello, hi. You can't even do that without being rude.
Because there's nothing more demoralizing than raising your hand,
Yeah.
the two-finger raise, and them not seeing you, and then you have to reholster.
Yeah, or going, excuse me, miss, and then they walk on it, and then now you're embarrassed, and you're like,
There are some servers that are very good at ignoring.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And is that done on purpose?
Probably.
Yeah.
Sometimes
probably.
for sure. You know it is
busy.
sometimes.
You could clearly hear me. Like, I have a voice that carries. How could you not hear me go, excuse me?
Yeah, whatever the percentages of bad restaurant customers, I'm sure it's an equal percentage of bad restaurant servers. Because people are people.
Yeah. Honestly, man, when I waited tables, eye contact goes a long way. If the person's doing their job. If you made eye contact with me, like if I saw you looking up and your head was kind of prairie dogging a little bit,
Yeah.
that's kind of the
It's something
sign
you
that,
pick up.
oh, they need something. And I'll be like, you need something? And then I'd come over. I'll be like, I'll be right with you. 80% of the public, I would say. Well, not 80. That's probably too hopeful. 70% of the public, I feel like that's how they behaved in like that's how I would react to people.
I feel like sometimes servers don't make eye contact on purpose. They don't scan the room.
Well, I think it's the reason they tell you their name.
So
Hey,
you
it's
can
Lauren.
holler
I'm
their
going to be
name?
your server today. What can I get for you? I mean,
So you
hey,
say,
Lauren.
Excuse me, Lauren.
I think that's more respectful to remember their name and to call them by their name.
Well, you guys a couple weeks ago said that everybody, like every American, should have some time in the service, meaning like the service
Yes,
industry.
food industry.
So you
or
can
service
see
industry, yes.
how bad people can be to others.
Right.
And my kids are getting a full-on lesson right now, man.
Well, to be on the other side.
My son is only 14, and he's working, and he loves working, and he works every weekend, and he's killing it. And he came home the other day, and this is the kid. This is like the shy one of the group, and this is like broke him out of his shell. He's outgoing. He's like, I've
Great.
seen him in action. He's great with customers. And he said that some lady on the phone the other day was screaming at him, going, "You are dumb. You are dumb." And he's like, "I'm
Good,
sorry,
thinking
ma'am.
on the
I
skin
can't."
a little bit.
She had an accent, and he couldn't understand the accent, and he was trying to write down the name, and she called him dumb a bunch of times. And I was like, how'd that make you feel? And he's like, well, I mean, whatever. I thought it was funny, and I tried my best, and whatever. But like, I said, all the guys on the show and gal were saying like, everybody should have this kind of experience just so you can experience what it feels like to see humans in action and kind of feel out the percentage.
You're
that
in
aren't
your
cool.
little bubble. You've been in your little bubble for 14 years. Sure, you go to school, and sure, you have activities outside of the house and outside of school, but
He's probably never been called dumb by an adult.
but it's you're going to a place where you're made to feel comfortable,
right.
and you never know who's gonna walk through that door. You never know who's gonna be on the other end of that phone.
Yeah, you guys are right though. They're
Be
getting
on your toes.
full-on education.
You really get to know who's out there. There's all types of people.
Oh, yeah.
There's people that bang on their glasses to get a server's attention. I think, just like they have at those Brazilian steakhouses, you should have the card,
Yeah.
like a green and a red.
Yeah, why have we not established
I have
that?
no idea.
Casa Bonita has the
Some places
little
do.
flag,
Oh, you raise a flag at
Yeah.
Casa Bonita?
Yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. Why,
And it's
why is
smart.
it? I mean, we got little buttons for airline attendants, that puts a little light over you. We could do lights. We could do the
Let's
little
just take the
placard.
guesswork out of it.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy.
Nobody
the
feels-
servers are happy because they know they know that you need them.
Yeah, that way nobody will feel like somebody's being rude. Because it does bother me a little bit. I hear all these different rules, and everybody wants it their way, servers and customers. And sometimes you don't know maybe the guy that's tinging the glass doesn't know that that's super rude. Maybe he sees that as something better. I'm not defending it, but I'm just saying, like, maybe
Yeah, he
people
said
haven't
that.
thought about it.
He's like, it works.
He said it works.
They want to help us. They want me to do
Or
this.
maybe let's see what this guy wants so he stops being annoying.
Let's get him out of here.
Let's get him out of
I
here.
found 8 non-rude ways, and I would agree with all.
Okay,
these.
may I suggest one thing?
What?
Putting your menu on your head.
Yes.
That is not on the list.
That's very
That's
classic.
actually number 1.
Putting your menu on your head
right.
as a sign of I'm ready to order.
It says to
and
whistle with fingers in mouth. is
And if
number
you're
2.
waiting for your check, you just put your used napkin over your head.
Yes.
It looks great.
Use a friendly wave.
Okay. This is a
Signal
way
your
to get
assistance without being intrusive. Raise your hand slightly. Instead of waving, you can raise your hand slightly as you would in the classroom. Make eye contact. Most servers are looking. If you make eye contact and smile, they'll know they need
Yes.
something that will prompt them to come over. Position your body slightly forward or to the side. Turn sideways in your chair as if you are about to get up. And it will alert people that your body language that you need something. Use a napkin from your lap. Place it subtly on the edge of the table. Most servers will see this as a sign to come over.
Yeah.
Polite call if all else fails. Excuse me, sir or madam. Pardon me. Make sure your tone is friendly. Wait for natural interactions, which no one wants to do. Wait for them to come. Wait for them to wait on you.
I mean, that could.
You're right.
forever.
That could be forever. It could also be 5 seconds.
You know what? I've been ignored at a restaurant once
it
for
happens.
such a long time that I thought of actually calling the restaurant.
Just to
From
say,
the
hey,
table.
Just say, hey,
Table
from the table.
71 needs
Awesome.
you.
From the table. I may do that next time.
That's
No.
amazing. Yeah. The napkin thing doesn't always work. I always thought that was like the sign. I see it as like
Yeah, I agree.
the surrender flag, like I surrender.
Yeah,
I'm done
done.
here. But it doesn't always work. And that should be the green and red placard. But I'm with Rizz. We go to Fogo de Chao in the Brazilian
Brazilian
barbecue
steakhouse
style.
Another thing you can do if it's dinner and not drinks is hold your menu up. Like, especially if you've already been waited on and you're wanting like another round of drinks or something like that. Like, if they see you looking at a menu, they assume that you probably want to order something else. Even if you don't, even if it's just like to get the check, it's still a way to get them over there.
Yeah, but you don't usually have a menu with you for the whole duration of your meal.
A drink menu?
Sometimes.
I think maybe you
not.
should just shake the ice in your cup loudly.
Yeah.
Is that good?
I think
Does
any
that
noise.
work?
Yeah.
A little soundboard at the table with sound effects. You can just push it.
Yeah, we're also very impatient people.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think as AI starts delivering our food and human servers
Like
go
robots?
away, yeah, that we will get worse because we won't consider those people, so we'll be as trashy as ever to them?
To the robots?
Yeah.
No, I don't want to piss them off. Remember, when they become fully aware, I will be their friend. They'll remember. That'll be in their memory. This guy here.
Spare Rizzuto.
Spare this man.
Spare him.
Scanning, kill, kill, kill. Oh, he was cool to us. Kill, kill, kill. Hey, speaking of clinking the glasses. Okay, so that is, if you're at a wedding, the international sign of I'm giving a toast or let's have the wedding couple kiss.
Yes.
Now, for those of us who don't drink in this room, and we've all been to weddings and there's been toasts, what do you do when there's a toast? You just raise your glass, you don't drink, right?
Yeah, like water.
Raise a glass of water.
Raise a glass of water.
Yeah.
I don't know. Some guy, a wedding guest, got crap for not drinking the champagne during a celebratory toast.
What?
Yeah, I know. This was silly.
Who cares about what anybody is
But
drinking?
here's going to be the exercise here. Here's going to be the exercise with this story. I want you to take the opposite of what the answer should be.
Okay.
I want you to give me a reason why this person is rude and a piece of garbage. So here's what he says. In a post on the internet, the guest said that he had just attended a wedding and the experience made them immeasurably happy, his words. However, there was one not so pleasant moment during the event. Somebody gave a speech followed by a toast, and the guest raised their glass but didn't drink the champagne. He says, I don't drink any alcohol, none whatsoever. Not even a sip. It's just something I don't do. But when the guest's mother saw they were not drinking, she got upset. And with a slightly raised voice said, it's rude not to drink the champagne after a toast. And then said something about being insincere.
Break your sobriety. Don't be rude.
And the guest, I felt weirdly pressured and uncomfortable, so I settled for taking a sip of a different beverage for the following toasts. I don't get why this woman got so upset.
Was it imported? And hey, we paid a lot of money for this, so everybody needs to drink a little bit of it. Or was it a ritual?
And this was, listen, this was a post to
Get reactions.
to get reaction. And the poster ended it by asking people to weigh in on whether they were wrong not to drink the champagne at this particular location. Of course, it's...
Where were you, too? Like, were you at the bridal table and everyone raised their glass and you just sat?
Even still, of course, this guy's going to get the, oh, you did the right thing. Who's gonna give a contrarian opinion on this? But I do want to hear it.
What do you mean?
Of course he's in the right not to. He doesn't have to. You don't have to drink if you don't want to.
That's what I was just saying. It depends on, you don't have to drink booze, but if you're sitting at we don't have the details. If he was in the bridal party and they were doing a toast and everyone's looking up at this table and this guy's got his arms crossed staring off into the middle distance, it probably does pick up a water. Said he did it after the fact, just drank a different beverage. Just do that from the jump.
He raised his glass, but didn't drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's...
He raised the glass.
He's good then.
Now, of course, the
Depends.
majority of commenters agreed that they broke no etiquette rules and he's got no obligation to imbibe.
Everybody's got to get a little bit more comfortable with just saying no and letting awkwardness just live for a second. If she presented the awkwardness, let her eat it, and it'll go away.
Well,
you don't need to absorb it. It's all good.
And one person said, I just checked 2 etiquette sites, and they both say you're not rude. The toast is about the words, not the drinks. So the woman probably caused more of a scene than he did by
Right.
not drinking. And alcohol consumption is not necessary for a toast. There is a superstition that you should have a sip of your drink at the end of a toast for good luck, but it does not need to be champagne. It could be water. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
How many toasts did she have previous to that?
Yeah,
a
maybe
good question.
this is the 15th toast.
Yeah.
It's rude.
Really got to celebrate.
You guys have been proud of me over the weekend. My daughter had this big, giant competition out at Mizzou. So we're in this huge friggin' basketball arena. And every high school in the state is dealing with this, right? So they're all in and out, and everybody has like a 3-minute routine. And there's a big section right in the front that's like a perfect kind of vantage point. And they're making announcements, mind you, every 20 minutes. There are no assigned seats. It is open seating. First come, first serve. You know, and the agreement here, I guess, is when your high school's up or on deck, like you go to the
move.
you go to the nicer seats, whatever.
So you can watch your kid.
Yeah, so I was a little bit early, and they were scheduled to go in like 15 minutes. And there were 2 rows open in this area. And you see sweatshirts and all sorts of crap strewn about, some of them, but not the last 4. So I went down and I sat down. And I'm there, and then 2 rando gals, you know, watching their kids. They're like, are these seats taken? I was like, no, you know, just sit down. And this group came back, and this old man turns around. Old man, he's probably like 50. He turns around and he's like, hey, they just went down there for a second. These are all saved. And he goes, you're going to have to move. And I just made eye contact with him like this, and I just shook my head no, like this. And I just
They moved me.
No, and the lady like was really awkward about it. She thought she was getting yelled at, you know, and this guy, he's like, you need to move. And he was waiting for me to respond, and I just silently just shook my head like, no, that's not what's going to happen. And then it goes away. He can't do anything about it. They make an announcement 10 minutes later to make him look more of a fool.
It's called dog bark, no bite.
Right. If 20 seconds later, I'm not thinking about it. This guy, it must have been eaten at this gal, because like 8 minutes later, she goes, hey, thank you for not moving and just standing up to that guy. And I was like, well, you just got to look him in the face and say no.
Well, in this particular story, it's easy to defend this guy's actions. It's easy. Yeah, of course you don't have to drink.
Yeah.
You could be a recovering alcoholic, and one sip will drive you back, back to giving handies out in the parking lot
Exactly.
for booze money. I don't
don't
know.
know.
It could be one sip of champagne.
Yeah.
Now, the hard
I
part.
never stopped doing that.
The hard part.
Separate my business from my addictions.
All right, Rafe. Again, the easy part here is defending the guy. I want you to make an argument in favor of the woman.
I already did, and you shut me down.
Can you do it? I want to hear it again.
I tried. I said if he's at the, depending on the circumstances, if he was like, he should have just like picked up a different beverage, done the toast, and drank it, finished the ritual, and then nobody's none the wiser. But I mean,
I thought that's what he did.
he said he did the toast, then he put it down, then she yelled at him, then for the toasts after that, he drank out of a different beverage.
Right. My suggestion is do this. You want no crap. You pretend to drink.
That's what I was thinking.
You just close your lips.
Just bloop.
Or you drink it and go,
You hold
put
it.
it everywhere.
Spit take.
You hold it. With
This
your
is
lips.
piss.
It's poison.
You hold
Everybody
it.
check your
How you
drink.
feel now, lady?
You hold it with your lips closed and pretend to take a gulp,
I don't
and you're
understand.
fine.
I don't understand the people, and I don't know, maybe this is how I was raised, but like, I just don't understand the people that do things, ritual or not, and are looking around.
To see who else is doing it.
You're not. I mean, are you doing the ritual because it's satiating some sort of ritualistic need for you, or are you doing it because you feel pressure and then you want to make sure? I don't understand. I'm serious. Explain to me the doing anything and looking around to see other people
Because I think
doing
sometimes at a wedding, especially when drinking's involved, or any kind of activity like that, if they feel that if you're not doing what they're doing,
You're not
they're
having a
not
good
going to be
time.
at the same level of good time as you.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, no, but like every lesson that we hear when we were kids, like if your friends would jump off a cliff, would you jump off? I mean, every
if it's a
single
good
lesson
time.
is driving into
They
you
may be
that,
having a great time jumping off the cliff.
that you're supposed to be comfortable being an individual, and other people's business ain't your business. Just do you.
Yeah.
I mean, every childhood lesson is drilling those in, and then we get to adults, And we're still discussing this kind of crap.
It's alcohol culture. It's only fun when everybody's doing it. you know?
Right.
And I'm guilty of this.
I'm
all-
guilty of it too.
I'm like, let's do a shot. I get all crazy.
Oh, dude, Rizz.
But I don't care if you don't. I ask the initial excitement, and then if I get turned down, I'm cool.
When I was drinking, Rizz was the first person. I was 30-something, late 30s probably. The first person to tell me, hey, man, it's rude to say no to shots. I had no idea. I didn't know that was like a thing.
Right.
And we were out at DB's or someplace, and, somebody came up and was like, oh, my gosh, I'm a big fan. Let me buy you shots. And I went, no. And, no, thank you. I'm not rude, so don't get the wrong impression. But I was like, oh, no, yeah, no thanks. And Rizz is like, hey, it's kind of a, it's kind of like you should do it. It's kind of a, cultural thing. You can't just say
didn't want
no.
to drink alone.
That's not true.
It's not true. He made me think it.
I mean, it is kind of, but like as long as you're just like, oh, dude, I'll get sick as a dog if I drink liquor. Like, there's lots of people that don't like.
Oh, okay.
Some people are just beer drinkers. And they don't want to do shots. Like,
Right.
it's not a full faux pas like he sold it to you for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You just didn't want to drink alone.
He sold me, dude.
Gaslit him. That's it.
It's actually rude.
I remember thinking, like, man, the last 10 years, I've probably turned down hundreds of shots. I must have really upset a lot of
Yeah,
people.
you did.
But, I don't care. I don't want it. No, thank you.
There might be like extenuating circumstances if they're like, all right, if you're at a wake or something and they're like, let's do a shot for Uncle Joe, and you're like, no thanks.
No,
Then
Uncle
you
Joe
might
is
be.
not worth
Then you have
it.
to. You might have to explain it a little better there. But
No, thanks.
nah, I'm good. Joe's fine. He's dead.
I don't know. If I were the woman, I'd go, hey, I guess you want them to be divorced if you're not taking the shot,
Yeah, you're wishing
Wow.
them evil.
That's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
happens.
or you're drinking the champagne. Anyway, just
Maybe-
leave everybody alone.
maybe you
Just
gotta
do your own
bet.
thing. Just do your own thing.
Okay.
Maybe you got a bet on it only lasting 6 months.
Yeah, well, that's bad luck, and you know that. You know that,
was
and
my
you've done that.
And I didn't bet. No,
And you've
I
done
didn't.
that.
No, I did not. I did not bet. I just
gave him a card.
I gave him a card. It was funny.
I did
I
not
didn't.
drink.
I did not.
I did not.
didn't. It was a card that said we give it 6 months tops.
Did it happen?
They got divorced after 6 months.
Okay,
Yes.
well.
Yeah, see, you jinxed it.
Well,
Man.
they were there when we bought the card. That's why it was funny. I'm not. that-
Agree or disagree? He jinxed it.
You jinxed it.
Agree.
It's actually rude to jinx
Magic.
someone's marriage. I don't know if you know that or not.
Well,
It's
still
a
was
bit of a
funny.
faux pas.
All right. I'm going to go around the room here. I'm going to give you guys a statement.
Okay.
Agree or disagree, okay?
He's better off, by the way.
You did him a favor.
I did. Yeah.
Agree or disagree?
Take that, Julia.
Let's see how alike we all are.
Okay.
Agree or disagree? Morning people are more productive. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Wholeheartedly.
Not with my whole heart, but having worked early mornings versus late afternoons, I do get a ton of stuff done.
Yeah.
With this schedule.
I agree that morning people are more productive.
I'll agree on the whole. I'll say 51% agree, but like it depends because arts and musicians.
Yeah, they love late
Sometimes,
nights.
yeah, sometimes studio hours are crazy, stupid hours, and that's when things get going. And you can't. I'm not going to say you can't push that because obviously, like art is also about repetition and routine and allowing the time and the space for the magic to happen. But
Morning people are more productive. Agree or disagree?
on the whole, I'll agree.
Rafe?
I agree.
Scott?
I'll
sorry.
concur a little with Moon because I think that
As a comic.
Yeah.
I get way more writing done if I force myself to do it in the morning before the junk of the day. There's something about doing it creative things early before the stresses of the day creep in and you're
Now,
like,
when I say
now I'm in email
distracted.
mode. This person pissed me off.
Now, more productive, yes, that could mean your job. It could also mean things in your life,
Yeah.
like just doing things, like getting laundry done and
Right.
paying your bills. Yeah, of course, there's a job part of it, but more, when I get up early on like a Saturday and I get everything done in the morning, like, damn, I still got the rest of my day.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
Military,
there's an
too.
accomplishment.
I used to say that in the military, like get more done before 6 a.m. than most people do in a day.
Scott?
That's true.
Yeah, I second Moon's approach to this because for myself, I can create, I guess, at any time, but I was very, very successful at nighttime, getting a ton of stuff done, and I'm less likely now that I get up early. But trying to curb that.
All right. Pumpkin spice is overrated. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Agree.
Overrated.
Overrated.
What?
I haven't met a pumpkin spice that I like in a drink.
Like
I
the
love pumpkin
artificial
pie.
stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
I love a real pumpkin pie with a dollop of whipped cream. It's perfection. Latte, not so much.
I'm not sure it's overrated because it's so seasonal. I
So
mean,
you
obviously,
disagree.
I think it's over talked about or over hyped.
I just need to agree or disagree.
Nah, disagree, dude.
Disagree.
Pumpkin spice. So you're a pumpkin spice fan?
Disagree.
Disagree, okay.
Oh, a lot
Couple
of basic.
bitches up in this
Yeah.
house.
I agree.
was
It's,
gonna say.
But
it's
that's the thing. I think that it gets overhyped as a basic bitch thing. Like,
Right.
it's become the thing that's cool to hate, but it's like,
Yeah, the hate is
It's fine.
overhyped
there's nothing wrong with
Oh, I've been hating it for a long time.
because it's cool to
know,
hate.
but
No,
Yeah.
I've been a,
you-
been
yeah?
a pumpkin spice hater.
You
for
like
a
the
long
Pumpkin
time.
Spice Hates original records, their old stuff?
I wanted to love
I
it.
never liked any of their stuff.
Get out of here, dude. It's a fad to hate it.
It's a Nickelback thing.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
It's cool to hate. And that's okay.
Disagree.
The pendulum shall swing.
Maybe for some people, not for this person.
You know, it's a basic bro.
I hated
Not
it
for this
before
person.
everybody
I've
hated it.
always hated it.
Yeah.
Summer's the best season. Agree or disagree?
Disagree.
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 We're in the best season right now. Not with this weather, but this season.
Yeah, I could
Fall.
live in this
I'm gonna
all day. I mean,
Disagree.
all year.
I'm gonna say agree. I mean, when I was a kid, getting to just have that time off and getting to play and explore and all that, that was absolutely incredible.
You know, I was
Yeah, but
allergic to the sun and still agreed.
you're only going to
No,
be a
he
kid
loves
for like
summer.
a seventh of your life.
Also, you're an adult now. So
Yeah, I
you
know,
get
but I'm just
time
thinking
off.
of that. It was just such a cool thing because now you
for
get to work
nostalgia.
all the time. It's all right.
All right.
It's fun.
People who don't use turn signals are the worst. Agree or disagree?
I agree.
Agree.
Agree. Happened to me yesterday. Pissed me off to no end.
You want to pit maneuver them?
Yeah.
Agree or disagree? Winter holidays are the best.
Yeah, okay, I guess so. I'm a Thanksgiving guy.
I would almost count that as winter.
Yeah, even though it doesn't.
Even though it's
start till
What about
December
Halloween?
21st.
Hold on.
Like, when does that start?
I think Halloween and Thanksgiving are fall holidays. Christmas, New Year's, winter holidays. And I'll give you Valentine's Day on a lark.
I don't know. I think maybe
I think you're being a little.
Thanksgiving straddles a line.
Okay, you're right. Then I'll say no, because I'm a fall guy.
Although, Thanksgiving are the fall colors.
And the
But you
Christmas
see
lights are
Santa
up.
Claus at the end of the Thanksgiving parade.
Yep.
Pumpkins
That's
are
fall.
still out, dude. Pumpkin gourds are still being used as decorations. That is a fall decor.
All right,
he's
we're
right. He's
okay,
right. It's
okay.
fine.
I ain't claiming
okay.
Thanksgiving
Okay,
as
you're
fall.
right. You're right. I thought it maybe straddled a line because
No.
again, you see Santa at the end.
You're
Fall
right.
holidays.
And Valentine's Day takes points off of winter.
That's such an optional holiday for everybody.
Disagree.
That's no, it's not.
I
Not
disagree
if you're
that
with
winter
somebody that
holidays
likes
are the
it. It's not
I
optional.
like the summer holidays. Labor Day, 4th of July,
Those are fun.
the Memorial Day weekend.
You
Yeah,
like a
winter's
grill.
not even second best.
Yeah.
I think it's
What-
fall, summer, winter.
Holidays?
And
what
spring holidays, you don't
I
get
think
much.
spring's first. I mean, you got Easter, then Arbor Day.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
And
No, I think
Patty's-
summer holidays are the best.
Well, technically, St. Patty's Day is a winter.
No, that's a
Holiday.
spring, though, isn't it?
Well, no, because
Early.
March 20 or 21 is usually the first day of spring, and it's the 17th is Patty's Day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agree or disagree? Milk chocolate's better than dark chocolate.
No, that's a
Disagree.
disagree.
Not
strongly.
even
Disagree
real
with that one.
chocolate.
I don't know. I feel like you're a snob if you say dark chocolate is best.
I'll,
mean,
I'll
milk
But I
stay
do
chocolate.
like
snobby.
dark chocolate the best.
Call
I know
me a
I
snob.
like them
Yep.
both, but
I'm the snob.
I feel healthy, like I'm doing something right for my body when I have dark chocolate, but I feel happier when I have milk chocolate. So I'm going to say milk chocolate.
What was the actual question?
Milk chocolate is better than dark chocolate.
Agreed.
Disagree.
I agree.
100% disagree. Everyone else does too.
Agree or disagree?
There's not a person on the planet that agrees
Chocolate
with
milk
that.
is milk chocolate. Chocolate milk rules.
It's so good.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Only when it's ice
It's
cold,
also
though.
in everything. If it's so much better, why aren't they putting dark chocolate in all the candy bars we love, all the stuff we love?
Mhm. And if it's so good
Because
for
people are
us.
silly.
Yeah.
What? They
Because
do.
it's pumpkin spice reverse thing. It makes you feel like you're not a basic bitch if you like dark chocolate.
Oh, hoity-toity.
Yeah, you're little.
They put milk chocolate in kids' candy.
Highfalutin.
Yeah.
Yeah, milk chocolate's for kids'
Yeah,
candy.
to cheapen
that's-
it.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Moon.
that's a cereal.
Does anybody else, when you have a glass of chocolate milk, or you open the little container of chocolate milk, I chug it down. I don't
That's how you
savor
get a
it.
stomach
No.
ache.
I just go straight back with
I
it.
get the Prairie Farms glass bottle, gallon, pour it in a glass, and it doesn't even have time. I drink it like I'm on Executioner's Row.
Me
Like I'm
too.
getting ready to do.
Why do we do that?
Like it's because it's awesome
And
and
it's
it's very
You
rare.
have no self-control.
It has to be ice cold for me, because if it gets
Yeah.
room temp, it's over. It's
Because
poop
you're
water.
actually
You're right.
tasting it, and it's gross.
All right, another
Could be
couple of
true also.
Agree or
Gross.
disagree?
You're
Camp-
gross.
Camping is fun.
I love
Agree.
camping.
Disagree.
Agree.
I love it.
I love it
Agree.
too.
Disagree.
Asterisk.
Man.
Is there a shower somewhere?
I agree. Asterisk.
Disagree.
Look what I'm wearing. You think I don't like camping?
I know.
Specific
Luke
types of
slept in a
camping I
tent
love.
last night. Out back.
I don't want to sleep in a tent or on the floor anymore. I'm
It
done.
has to be perfect temperature. I hate summer
Yeah.
camping. I
Perfect
love
temp.
fall camping. and
Agreed.
Winter camping.
Yeah.
Agreed, and with both of you. I'll camp in the summer if it's in a RV or a cab. There has to be a home base to go back to where I can sleep in a reasonable temp and clean myself. I don't want to like sleep in a hammock
Right.
in July.
I don't want to sleep in a sleeping bag.
Yeah, you feel like a glowworm.
I'll sleep in a sleeping bag in the winter.
I don't wanna
bother
Yeah,
me.
those are fun.
Is it fun?
I like taking 2 sleeping bags and zipping them together, so it's like
make a
a little
giant
full-
one?
Yeah, mega bag.
But I like the cool,
That's a little bang bag there.
That is a bang bag.
The
yeah,
bang bag.
the fancy ones, that
Hot
you use in
pocket.
cold temperatures. The ones with a little hole in it.
Hey, left nut.
Little face hole.
Yeah.
Hey, right nut. There's a penis in between us. That was a killer camping joke. Killer 3-man tent joke. To this day. Feel free to use it out there, kids.
Agree or disagree? Fruitcake is underrated.
Disagree. Throw it in the trash where it belongs. I love cake. I love fruit. Together, it's a nightmare. Why does it become jellified? Why do we need that? Just put.
I like fruitcake.
I love having a piece of angel food cake with some whipped cream and like a strawberry that's fresh. That's great. Why on earth do we need 10-day-old cake that is moist?
Fruitcake?
I'm not sure I've ever had it. I have to back out of this. I don't know. I can't
Oh,
be
please
fair.
have some.
I know what you're getting for Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, don't do
You
that.
like fruitcake?
This is tough for me.
I think it's what I.
This is tough for me. I've tried to like it. I've like recently, last couple Christmases, I'm like, you know what? I'm buying
It's
a
not
fruitcake. I
bad.
think I was like this. I thought it was getting the Nickelback pumpkin
Right.
spice treatment, and I'm like, it's probably good. It wouldn't be a tradition if it wasn't good. And I bought like 3 store-bought ones and a homemade one someone gave me, and I hated every single one. I was just like, it's fine. It's not like disgusting, spit it out, gross, but it's like I would never seek it out.
Too many weird textures.
What's it got?
or
Is it got pecans on it or walnuts?
It's
or
got
something?
It's kind of like rice
It's got like
pilaf.
candied fruit in it.
It's whatever you put in there.
But it's always got like nuts on the top and some design or
You don't
something.
have to have
right?
nuts.
It's
Well,
old.
that's
I always
pro-
thought there was some in there.
That's a
No, it's like
force field.
candied fruit.
Roseanne Rizzuto says, good fruitcake is da bomb.
Yeah, see?
Mama like
All right. Well, it must be.
Well, you better make me one then, Roseanne, because the ones I've had,
She's not.
sucked.
Roseanne's not baking.
I want a lasagna and a fruitcake
Yeah,
for
we
Christmas.
know. Okay.
In
yeah,
the mail.
we had no lasagna.
Yeah, look at this one. This one's got walnuts or something on it, or
Yeah, screw
pecans.
that, dude. Look
Yeah,
at this
looks nice.
turd
That-
cake.
those
There's
are-
there's different kinds.
I'm just saying
no.
that this is why I've avoided this, because this is a force field.
Look at that. That looks great.
It looks like you, like after you have corn for dinner and the next
Get out of
day-
here.
What's it
That-
taste
Get out
like?
of here.
Bro, that looks like Thanos ate all the Infinity
Yeah.
Stones and pooped them out.
True dat.
Yeah, what's it taste like?
Crap.
Fruit and cake.
But what's the cake actually taste like? Is
It's probably either very dry or very wet.
It's
Yes.
Flavor.
There's no in between.
It's kind of
Yes,
both.
give
No,
me
honestly, it's
words.
kind of
There is
both.
no in
dude.
between.
It's kind of both, which is what makes it so unsettling. It's like crumbly, but also kind of wet.
Also, you buy them at TJ Maxx.
You're killing
you
me.
buy them at Marshall's.
What does it taste like?
It tastes like
I
fruitcake,
don't
man.
know.
It's its own thing.
And I'm not dogging on buying food in the food aisle of TJ Maxx and Marshall's. I've done it plenty with
Me
different,
too. They
different
get me on
sweet
the
and
impulse
salty.
buy.
You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
Glazed cherries dense with
Not
pineapple.
this though.
I mean, does it taste like pineapple or cherries or raisins?
Keep your nuts out of my
It
fruit.
kind of
much the
tastes
hell
like
is it?
none of them and all of them at the same time. Cinnamon, ginger.
$80 for turd cake?
I mean, that's probably a nice one.
That was
Comes in a
pretty good.
collector's
What is okay?
10.
Read the ingredients there. Go down.
I just told so
Gumdrop.
I'm just telling you.
dense with pineapple,
what's
raisins,
wrong with that?
walnuts,
With the gumdrop.
pecans, and glazed cherries.
I don't like spicy
Wa-
gumdrop in my
warmed
cake.
up.
This fruitcake tempts with sense of cinnamon, cloves, allspice, vanilla, and ginger. We package it in a collectible,
wrong
reusable
with that?
tin.
That is great.
I mean, it all sounds great if you take the nuts off of there.
That's what she said.
One more. Agree or disagree? Popcorn's the best movie snack.
Disagree. Hardcore.
Hardcore?
Hill I will die on. Don't want it. Don't need it. Out. Give me anything in a box. Give me nachos. Give me literally anything else. I freaking
No.
hate popcorn. I hate popcorn, dude.
Really?
Yep. I like kettle corn, but that's not what
You
an
hate
offering
popcorn?
is. I do. I don't like the smell of it. I get grossed out.
What's wrong with you?
I don't know.
You want to try some right now?
No.
Dude,
Okay.
the High Point Theater, I think, had the best popcorn, the best movie popcorn
Because
I've
of
ever
the
had.
oils that they put on it.
Yeah, they got real butter there.
Honestly,
It's human.
like,
Skin.
we bought popcorn during the Goonies, and I put it in my mouth. And I said, what is this? This is the best
What's this?
popcorn I've
What's
ever
this?
had. It's great.
So you agree? It sounds like.
Agree.
All right.
Rafe,
Disagree.
well, what's better
What?
than movie popcorn?
I don't hate it. I don't have like a hard stance like she does, but I would much rather have.
Then what's your number one?
Oh, I gotta have some candy, dude. Probably some Reese's Pieces or
Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Hey
That's
man,
it's the only time I eat Reese's Pieces is
That's the only time.
at a movie.
You're right.
You got a
Me
choice.
too.
Listen, for me personally, yeah, I'm with Rafe, but I will vote yes that this is overall the people's best.
Here's why I don't
Popcorn.
like it.
For Moon, Fruitcake Valjean.
Yes.
A, Reese's Pieces. B, popcorn. You
There's
can
no
only
way
have one.
he likes popcorn with the stuff on his hand.
If you're talking,
There's no way.
if you're talking to me, if I'm at the counter, I'm getting Reese's Pieces. It's my special treat. I've gone to a movie. I
Yeah,
paid all this freaking money. I'm gonna get.
I'm with them.
I'm gonna max out.
Fresh popped.
It's good for the top layer, and then your hands are all greasy and oily, and you're like, man, this whole 3/4 bag needs a refill.
Well, you don't have to-
I need salt and I need butter.
You got a
It's like-
large, and you go refill.
You got a soul glow
You eat
stain on
most
your
of it?
crotch
Yeah.
from the
You
bucket.
You eat most of it during the previews. You get a
do.
stomach ache, and you go before the movie starts to get a refill.
yeah, and then your finger,
The right
like
way.
literally, you can see your fingerprints from
Yeah.
looking down at your hand because there's so much oil. all
You
over
touch your
Man.
face, now your face is all oily.
It tastes
But
great.
that truffle popcorn over at the Alamo, that's worth it.
Yeah, I mean,
truffle. See, I
Dude,
had that.
so
It was
good.
okay.
kettle corn, caramel corn,
Yep.
caramel cheddar corn. I love it all.
Chocolate covered popcorn.
There's a thing now. It's like truffle everything.
It's been a thing
It's
for a
the
while.
thing.
You don't like a truffle?
No,
Also,
it's the hip thing.
It's an elite
It was
restaurant.
It's
the big
putting-
thing in 2010. I'd
It's
say.
putting an egg on a burger. You don't need it.
Also, the best movie snacks are the ones you sneak in your cargo
That's
shorts.
right. Go off. Yep.
I will say though, on the whole, as far as like just if you own a theater,
Yeah,
what are you gonna max out? Like, what are you gonna make sure is really good? It's gonna be the popcorn.
Yeah, the
because-
overhead.
Yeah, it's easy to make. It's easy to sell. It's easy to clean up. I mean,
Oh,
as
and
far as like a
it's
movie
cheaper.
theater snack, it's the best. If
Well,
you had
also
to
the
have
smells. The smell of it also evokes
smell and
something.
the
Yeah,
fact that it's
so good.
12 cents a pound, and you're selling it for $8 a bag. The
Well, they got
overhead's
me, man.
amazing.
I'm not sneaking any food in.
If I'm at home, I'm doing popcorn. I'm doing
Yeah.
the Ella and Ollie in the blue thingy, and I'm loving it.
I ain't hating, but
Sounds like you guys are hating.
Man,
no, you
I
said
am
it's
hating.
the best, and the answer is disagree. It is
Well,
not
You're
the
all
best.
wrong. You ever have one of those Lara bars? Mm-hmm. That's
Oh,
fruitcake.
It is. Those are great.
What do you mean?
That's basically, it tastes like fruitcake.
I have the lemon kind, I think.
Well, those are awesome.
I don't like that either then.
Oh, now all, of
Lara
a,
bar.
and all of a sudden you turned off to the
I am.
Lara bars.
I don't like when spicy gumdrops are lodged into cake.
Oh, it's got spicy gumdrops in it.
Some
Yeah, it's
cakes
like
do.
candied fruit.
But what's a spicy gumdrop? Isn't It's
I don't know
all
what
gummed
you're
candy.
talking about.
Yeah, they're kind of spicy. Not like spicy, like I don't know about like.
You're talking about candy
spicy.
ginger.
Possibly. Are they ginger?
And maybe
flavored?
there's candy ginger in there. Maybe.
And I don't like
There
that
could
either.
be candied apricots. I don't know.
Oh, that sounds
It's your
good.
fruitcake.
No, it's not. It's in the trash.
You do what you want with it.
It's your fruit.
Hey,
Jake.
listen. I do want to bring something up that I think we'll all be happy about.
Okay.
We seem to not be able to agree on everything, which is fine. We're all individuals with our own opinions.
Mm-hmm.
But something that can bring us all together is victory. And before we hit the break, I do want to say that the Rizz Show was victorious over the fast lane.
Way to go.
Week 9. Rizz Show Fast Lane Pick'em Challenge. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the Rizz Show won the tiebreaker last night.
Thank
Beautiful.
So that's 2 in a row, baby.
Thursday night Daredevils, dude.
The Thursday Night Daredevils at it again.
Shaking things up.
We won the week.
So exciting.
Dare I call this a streak?
Oh, yeah.
Is 2 a streak?
We're going streaking.
I think so.
Is 2 a streak?
I think so.
2 is a streak.
Gave a rousing speech in our office when we were down, facing elimination. Now look at us. Look at us.
It's two.
Clawing our way back.
It's 2 wins for the Rizz Show, 7 wins for the Fast Lane. That's fine. We still have a way to go.
Yeah.
We got
can
that
do
Jamie
this.
Rivers cutout where we take a little piece off every time we win.
A la Major League.
Yep.
I
Can't
don't
wait.
know why we started down at the crotch area, but we could have started at the top and worked our way down.
It's true.
But 2 and 7, we still have some work to do. But 2 wins in a row is a great start. So congratulations, all of you. Moon and Learn, Rafe and Scott.
Yeah.
Who was the overall winner? Are we getting into everything right now?
Well, Moon, if you would. I don't want to toot my own horn. But
Okay.
It's being
Well, then I'll toot his horn for him because Scott
the great and
Rizzuto
powerful.
Wow.
leads the week with 13.
Holy smokes.
And by the way, if we look at the overall, I'm like 2 away from Stalter, who's in the lead.
Go get him.
Which is
So,
crazy.
okay.
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 All right. What do you think about them apples?
Yeah, he's had a couple bum weeks, I've noticed. He's getting a little wild with his picks, I think.
Okay, Scott Rizzuto, your hero in first place.
That's right. In second place on the Rizzuto Show team, Moon, Rafe, and King Scott all with 12.
All right.
Okay. Fun.
And sorry to
Learny,
say,
learn.
Aw, man.
Pulls up the rear with 9.
Getting shot 4 times. You guys.
You are also the dunce of the week.
Yeah,
Dunce
well,
of the week.
So make note of that.
I am. I'm typing it right now.
Dunce of
My
the
third
week.
dunce of the week, you guys.
Hey, congratulations.
Wow.
Yes. Fast Lane.
Fastlane was led by another 13 with Kerry Davis pulling
Davis.
a
They got no
13 there.
applause.
And then all the way down under myself and Rafe, Marsh and BK both had 12. Rivers had 11. And Stalter, he almost beat Stalter because you were closer on the tiebreaker, but he was a
Yeah,
he
it
was-
doesn't
he
matter.
Was, he was a 10.
Tiebreaker don't matter if you have one less win. But hey, listen, the team won, and that's what matters.
We went.
We won
We're winning
2
again.
in a row. Yes, that is a streak. Congratulations to us. All right, Teamers Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shots Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, now open. Your new home for sports in South County. Get all the info at hotshotsnet.com from Tamaroa, Illinois. Cody Kraus is at. Where's Tamaroa?
Down by me, dude.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah, Tamaroa. That's right down by DuQuoin, which is right by
Tamaroa.
where Dowell, which is where I grew up. That's down there, baby.
Cody's been a dedicated Rizz evangelist for many years. Always make sure to listen either when he's in the car or, watch the show on YouTube. Loves all the games that are played.
It's a real town, man. Look, it's got a Casey's.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dollar General. Whoa.
Believe that.
So it's a small little population of 638.
Yeah. They had a big incident there a couple years ago. Like a train derailed and spilled a bunch of stuff. I don't remember if we reported on that up here, but
Down in Tamaroa.
Yeah.
Train tracks go right through it. Old train town.
Well, congratulations, Cody Kraus from Tamaro. He is our Team Rizz member of the day. Get super sweet Team Rizz member of the day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up. 1057thepoint.com/Team Rizz. All right, we'll take a break. We got some news next. Also, Learn will announce the band you're listening for today for the Face the Music competition. If you hear this particular band all day from now until midnight, you open up your Point mobile app, you tap Learn's face, you have a chance to win $1,000 and a chance to co-host the show. It is, and I'll announce last week's winner. Go back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Mick Ultra Studio Cams, 1057thepoint.com/Rizz. The socials at RIZZ Show. Your emails, RizzShow at 1057thepoint.com. Today's Face the Music band is
Smashing Pumpkins.
Smashing Pumpkins. This is Learn's week. So Learn will be picking all the bands this week. So today, and today only, from now until midnight, if you hear a Smashing Pumpkin song, open up your 1057 The Point mobile app. You'll see Learn's smiling face on there. You tap her face, and you have a chance to win $1,000 and a chance to co-host the morning show. Last week, so it's going to be one winner a week for 5 weeks. And last week's winner, his name is Robert Weiss from St. Peters, Missouri.
Nice.
So Robbie Weiss, he has won $1,000, and he will co-host the morning show at some point in December. So we look forward to having
That's
Robert
cool.
in the studio.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Robbie Weiss.
Robbie Weiss. So today's band is Smashing Pumpkins. I promise you at some point we will play a Smashing Pumpkins song. So sometime before 10 o'clock this morning, got to be paying attention, though. All right, let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by...
Energy Stars Heating and Cooling. Look to the stars and schedule your fall maintenance today.
Boy, somebody sent us a picture of flooding out in Eureka. I guess where they do Eureka Days, that area right there.
Yeah, wasn't looking good.
Not looking good. So yeah, be careful out there. A lot of flash flooding. Down south, I forget what town they're talking, but they had to evacuate a whole place because one of the levees is about to breach.
Yikes.
Oh, yeah,
Like
down
down, like-
Iron.
I think Crawford County,
Crawford,
way down south.
Yeah, someone just texted 44 and 141 closed due to flash flooding. I don't know if that's true.
Oh,
or
that
not.
area over there is always a problem.
Bad deal.
Yeah. Just be careful. Hey, remember all the drama over who would score top 8 friend spots on MySpace? That was a
Yeah.
thing.
That was awesome.
It was 8.
Top 8.
Was
What-
it 8? It was 8.
Yeah, it got up to 8, right? Didn't it start off with only like 6?
I thought it was
maybe?
top 5.
Top 5, and then
At
it went
first,
to 8.
yeah.
And I
I
went
think.
to 8.
That's
Well,
nice.
it's almost 20 years later. And if anyone was still on MySpace, they'd have a lot of empty spots next to Tom.
Yeah.
Because in a new survey, 39% of Americans say they have not made a new friend in over a year. 39% of Americans said they have not made a new friend in over a year. And a similar percentage haven't gone to a party in the last 6 months.
That's really sad.
What do you classify as friend? I had this conversation with my daughter. We went out to lunch on Sunday, and she's always making fun of me. She thinks it's an old guy thing because I say the word buddy, and she's like, "You have all these buddies. You're always saying, oh, my buddy this, my buddy that." And she's like, "It sounds so dorky. Nobody says that." So that might be a me thing. But she said, she asked the question, "What?" And she said, "Is this guy your buddy or your friend?" And I was like, "Oh, okay.
Hey, buddy.
I guess that's my friend." And this is a buddy, this is an acquaintance, this is a friend. So what would you consider a friend when somebody says they haven't had a new friend in the last
I don't know,
year?
somebody I would text with or call with and see on the regular.
Rafe's my newest friend. Met you last year.
Thank you.
I mean, and I think I'm averaging one new friend every other year. Like a true friend. Somebody that I hang out with or talk to about serious stuff with. Because everybody else is a pal.
Oh, okay. So
Hey,
you're,
pal.
All right, so
pals.
there's pals and friends.
So there's pals and
Okay, that's
friends.
your buddy and a friend.
Yeah, I guess so. But
I get what you're saying.
you know what I mean? Like, especially in the music business, like I have a ton of buddies, like people that I'm close to, but they don't live in the same town. We don't keep up with each other on a
Yeah.
regular basis. But if we saw each other, it would be like
Hey, buddy.
we just got off tour together, and,
Right.
and we're catching up. Those are good buddies.
There is a line of delineation, I think.
I think a friend you could tell kind of. I mean, when I say intimate, you could be
Personal.
more personal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's levels of emotional intimacy in all relationships you have. That's not like a romantic thing, intimacy in that way. But I mean, there's a closeness that you have with your friends rather than
Yeah.
people maybe you're acquainted with.
That's rooted in friendship to me.
And by the way, so 39% of Americans say they haven't made a new friend in over a year. And the numbers are probably even more extreme than that because this was only a survey of people who say they enjoy traveling with friends. So 37% of people say they feel like they've been in a rut like socially lately. And 26% say their social lives feel repetitive.
You know, a lot of that too is the fallout from COVID with not going back to the office as much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
A lot of people are not interacting in a business sense, which of course cultivates more.
Do you know people that are not back at
Opportunity.
the office?
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
You do?
I have people that have opted to stay at home, working from home.
Yeah. Not everyone in the survey could even name a best friend, but among the people who do have at least one, the most common number of best friends is 2. Far cry from the 8+ everyone had during the MySpace days, am I right?
Yeah. Oh, it's so cool to be in somebody's top 8.
You made it.
You made it.
You made it. We really are friends, and everybody could see it.
Oh, and you were in that number one, the top left. If that was your positioning on the top 8 of MySpace,
The Tom spot.
Yep.
The Tom
I gave
spot.
Tom a
Tom
free
the boot.
story shirt one time, but then he gave me a free bag.
You got to meet Tom
Yeah.
from MySpace? That's
Yeah, he
so
came up to the
cool.
booth and with one of the shirts. I was like, yeah.
That's awesome.
Tom cashed out, and Tom, I think just
It's unplugged. brother.
Chilling, dude.
no,
An
and
earring,
I
didn't he?
think he like travels the world and just takes pictures.
Yeah,
He is.
God,
He's a
that's
photographer, and
sweet.
he's like off.
He's
letting
worth
us
$60 million, it says.
In his own.
chilling.
Yeah, he just travels and
I'm
he don't
happy
do
for you,
anything.
Tom.
He
I'm very
sold-
happy for
Does
you.
what he
Me
wants to
too.
do.
How much do you
Nice
think
guy.
he sold MySpace for in 2005?
200 mil.
200 mil. What about you, Moon? What do you think?
I'm going to say 350 mil.
Rafe Dean,
I'll say, what year?
2005. Almost 20 years ago.
Damn.
I want to say
was
half
his-
a bill.
Okay. Scott,
I'm going to go, give me $888 million.
congratulations to Rafe Dean Williams. $580 million.
Damn.
That's
Very
so
nice.
cool.
So he did okay.
He
Had
did all
some-
right.
Had some value back then.
Oh,
Back then,
man.
yeah.
Dang.
Remember, they used to have instead of a feed, a news feed like we're so used to now with our algorithm, they used to have just the message board to the left. If you're looking at your MySpace profile, to the left, there was in real time if somebody posted to a message board. That's how I used to post about parties I was having at my mom's house. That party at this address with a cool flyer. That was that was like the beginning of the drama, the vague booking. People would put their
What's vague booking?
Vague booking is when people post a status update that's very emotional
Oh,
and they don't
yeah,
give
yeah.
any details.
like I'm it's like sad.
Today's the worst day.
Right.
And people are going, what the hell happened? Or at the hospital with no details.
Yeah.
Vague booking.
Yeah, I hate that.
I do too.
Me too.
Just tell
Prayers
us what's
going
going on.
up. For what? Just put them up.
It's an attention thing.
It is.
Yeah.
I need attention.
I just opened my
That's an
Facebook
idea.
up and saw one, and it was like, check in with people in your life. They're not well today. Why? Who? What? Give me some
What
details.
happened?
Who do I need to check in with?
That's probably election drama.
It is, but it's like don't be. It's
I
just
need
like,
attention.
It's 7 a.m. We don't even know anything yet. Like, just chill out. Check this out.
We're not going to know for a couple of days, by the way, too. So everybody just hold.
Oh, don't worry.
All I know is Kim Jong-un has a great lead right now.
Tom Anderson sold MySpace to News Corp.
Hey, let me just play this real quick.
Like attention, 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 more attention, attention now, please. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's crazy. What is that from?
I don't know. It's some.
I love that.
I like attention. That was another flash mob. I was curious who bought it. News Corp bought it for $580 million in 2005. Sold it in 2011. So what's that? 7 years later, sold it to specific media and singer Justin Timberlake for $35 million.
Wow.
Took a $540 some odd million loss.
Oops. Not a great investment.
Like an NFT.
After months of rumors, TGI Fridays has officially filed for bankruptcy.
No.
Yeah. According to a statement, the move to file for Chapter 11 protection will ensure the long-term viability of the brand. So it's not like they're closing down, but some stores are closing down.
Can I still buy the frozen TGI Fridays jalapeno poppers in my frozen section?
Yeah, I mean,
Schnucks?
so the bankruptcy filing comes days after dozens of locations closed without warning. So they just shut down a bunch of locations. They're probably restructuring the way they do things. They now have 163 restaurants in the U.S. Last year, there were 269 that were open.
I don't like to talk bad about a lot of restaurants or any of that kind of stuff, but I took my son. I know I said this on air too. I took him there not long ago, just thinking like, oh, this would be fun. We haven't been to Fridays. It's right by our house. And dude, it was one of the most underwhelming experiences I've ever had. My son was bummed. He's like, why would you take me here? This place sucks.
Why would you do this to me, Dad?
And I was like, dude, I don't
thought you
remember.
liked me.
Yeah, I was like, I don't remember it being this bad, man. I'm sorry. This was a bad call. I'm really sorry. But it had slipped. There's no way it was that bad, and I didn't remember.
They just never evolved.
Maybe that was it. It
They
just
just kept the
felt
same thing?
Even a chicken felt old.
Ugh,
Are there still Bennigan's around?
Bennigan's. Is
In
that the
Chicago, I think.
green logo?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bennigan's.
Bennigan's. I don't know if they had any Bennigan's here.
Do we still have hula hands?
No, I think those are all
I
gone.
think there's
Oh, that's
one.
gone? Oh,
I
is
think
there?
the Columbia one is still open.
Houlihan's is good.
There's
Yeah.
a couple hula hands holding on.
Wendy's announced they're closing 140 underperforming locations over the next couple months. Wendy's. However, they will open nearly an equal number of new locations in other areas that the company hopes will generate better business. So I guess they're going to go through and go, this is not working, this is not working, this is not working, close,
You're
close.
cool.
And then we'll open up new locations other places.
Yeah.
You know how many Wendy's there are in the U.S.? 6,000.
Golly.
6,000. They have not said which locations they will be closing, though. Starbucks is discontinuing its line of olive oil infused coffee drinks.
That's a good thing. I remember when this started, I think last year, this hit the market, and nobody was interested in this.
Well, nobody was interested. They were joking that it was a laxative, like a legit laxative.
For sure.
Yeah.
Their Oleato line.
Oily stool. No
Oleato
thanks.
line debuted last year, but went nationwide 9 months ago. So 9 months. And it was the brainchild of the former CEO of Starbucks, Howard Schultz. He went to Italy back in 2022, learned people were drinking a spoonful of olive oil a day, a sort of a health serum.
Yeah.
And he's like, this idea will transform the coffee industry. It didn't. Classic boss idea.
Yeah.
Well, also they started doing this right as the price of olives just went up bonkers.
Yeah.
It's like more than doubled.
Well, the drinks never caught on, partly because olive oil in your coffee just sounds bad. Plus, the reviews are not great. And people were complaining about stomach issues
Yeah.
and bowel issues.
I remember when, what's her face that dated long-haired NFL player for the Packers? What was his name? Aaron
Aaron
Rodgers.
Rodgers?
Yes.
Danica Patrick?
Nah.
Olivia Munn.
No. Shailene Woodley.
Shailene
we
Woodley,
go.
yes.
Shailene Woodley was on The Tonight Show, and she was talking about putting like a tab of butter in her coffee.
Yeah.
And now that was good. That was
That's good.
interesting.
The bulletproof.
That's a bulletproof
Yes.
coffee.
Yeah.
The collagen and the...
You could do
yeah, that's the
coconut
fat.
oil or
Grass-fed butter, yeah.
That's what you do, right?
I do. Well, we'll switch it up. I'm back to like a
It's back to cocaine.
protein powder kind of thing in there.
Gotcha.
Well, and that's good. The tab of butter, the grass-fed to get the fat nutrients from that, I understand it. Froths it up, good times. Olive oil,
Frothy.
we're trying to fancy up something that is not happening.
Yeah. That reminds, another fad. We talked about fads that went away earlier. The oil pulling. It's all in the same vein, right? Remember when people were doing that? Putting like coconut oil in their mouth and like swishing it around, and it was like a big health.
Oh, no, I don't know that one.
I feel like there's always these fads that come through oil.
Yeah.
Putting oil in stuff. Whether it's
Olive
coconut
oil in
oil
your
or
coffee.
olive oil or
Motor
whatever. They
oil?
put
Motor oil, yeah.
Motor oil.
Yeah, you tried that one? yet?
Olive
Delicious.
oil. Whoa.
Well, if you're one of these people or one of the few that love the Oleato line at Starbucks, enjoy them while you can. They will be gone over the next week or so. And by the way, Howard Schultz stepped down as the company's interim CEO back in September. They poached the new CEO from Chipotle. So he's also got experience with products that cause bowel issues.
Yes, he does. That is awesome.
Hey, we got a problem with our product
the
blowing
right guy
people's
for the
colons
job.
out. Call in the expert.
Way to
The
go.
Chipotle guy.
Captain Colin Blow.
He's
Wow.
like, hey, he's up in a cave, and they had to go find him. And he's like, I told you last time it was the last time. We need you, Ron.
That is beautiful.
Well, pay attention to this one. This one is very off-putting. An investigation has found that dental experts are seeing a concerning trend of dentists pulling healthy or treatable teeth to profit from dental implants.
That is scary stuff.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever look at your x-rays, though, when you're in? I'm fascinated by what's going on in there.
Yeah.
And I make them show me what's up. You know, all the old fillings I forgot I had.
Well,
and-
thank God. I mean, Dr. Foley has been my dentist for a long time, and I trust her implicitly. Long-time sponsor of the show. But do you know how much a full set of dental implants can cost?
No.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
And they're like crazy amounts of money.
$65,000.
All right.
That's wild.
Is it cheaper if you get buck teeth? Or
Man, there are probably a handful of organs I'd rather give you than my teeth. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some loans for a full set of implants can cost as much as $65,000. At least 10 experts say they gave second opinions to multiple patients whose dentists had recommended a full mouth of implants when it was not necessary.
Jeez.
I'm not going back to the George Washington wooden teeth days, okay?
Are you done with that?
I'm done with that. I also don't like that people with big gaps in their teeth get them filled. I think gaps in teeth are
like
cute.
Michael Strahan or David Letterman?
Yeah, I love that. If you got a gap in your teeth, that's so cool. And don't be filling it up. My cousin did that. Looks like an entirely different person. Had a new attitude afterwards.
oh,
Get outta here,
yeah,
dude.
I don't want that.
Oh, yeah?
Confidence.
New attitude.
So the dean of the Harvard School of Dental Medicine warned there are many cases where teeth, they're perfectly fine, and they're being removed unnecessarily. He says, I hate to say it, but many of them are doing it because these new procedures, from a monetary standpoint, they're much more beneficial to the practitioner.
Yep.
So they're making money. They're pulling your teeth, they're charging you all this money, and you don't need it.
I thought most of those things, or am I thinking of the facades that they like grind them down?
Veneers?
They don't pull them. Yeah, veneers.
Oh,
they
Don't
grind
do
them
that
down.
either.
Reminds me of bath fitter.
God, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it
Put
kind of
the
is.
thing over it.
Gross.
I'd rather
Yeah.
have veneers than
Caps?
implants.
Really?
Andy, than pulling my teeth and putting a screw in my jaw.
Oh, yeah. Do you know those dental implants, they screw them into your jaw?
I would much rather have you just slightly
see
grind
how
down
those
a
are
tooth
done?
and put like a nice white veneer over it. It's
Oh,
still your
horrible.
tooth.
They screw them into your jaw.
No. But the bath fitter teeth, I mean, they're just rotting in there.
The
I got
underneath.
a hard time about it. Yeah. I mean, you're essentially.
rotting.
Well, yeah, they are. I mean, because there's going to be bacteria that gets in there. They're not going to be able to, like,
Seal
make
them
it.
fully?
Yeah,
Oh,
not
weird.
to seal them. When they close them up, there's going to be a
They
little
do, though.
bacteria guy that stays in there and he just
I
chisels
think
away
they
at your
thought of
tooth.
that.
Yeah, I think they thought of that.
I don't trust.
What do they, what do
know,
they do?
Lauren, I'm
Just a nice Sonicare right over it and then pop them on? Mm-hmm. Or a UV light? Like, what are you saying that they do? How do they get rid of all the bacteria?
Right. They have their little sucker brush or they blow it and they go, oh, all the bacteria.
What, the ones underneath? Like
Yeah.
over?
The ones that they've now grinded down until you look like a lizard guy.
Well, maybe it's sealed up enough where nothing's going to get in there.
You don't know.
Well,
For
I'm not a
years.
dentist.
that's not
For
how
years.
microscopic bacteria works.
I'm not a dentist or a scientist, nor do I pretend to be one.
We're just asking real questions. That's all.
I'm just a guy drinking olive oil in his coffee.
But I mean, you see a lot of
Severe diarrhea.
young folks doing it to have like perfect teeth, and instead of like getting braces and doing the work or what whatever it may be, they're like, I'll just grind it down, and put veneers on.
Veneers are made of porcelain or composite, which are non-porous materials. This means that bacteria and plaque cannot penetrate the surface of the veneer.
Oh!
However, the teeth beneath the veneers can still get cavities.
Oh.
Here's a mirror now. Do it.
no, it kind of sounds like it sucks.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, so I guess CBS did a big story on this, and 4 of the big dental chains that offer the implants declined comment.
Oh.
So, this is also scary. I think we are planning a Disney vacation.
My man.
That is terrifying.
My man.
May.
It's terrifying. It should be terrifying for you guys because I'm about to have an ally.
Oh, boy. You know what, though? Out of all of us who could go to be the ally, he is the one that is the biggest feat. So He will be the one to climb.
I think May is when we're going.
May the 4th be with you,
My
please.
man.
It'll be around then.
And you said world or which one?
What happened?
Have you picked which park yet?
World, land, or boat?
Or Paris?
Paris.
Oh, no. It's going to be in Orlando.
Yeah,
Because my daughter's going to probably have a cheer competition down
Yeah,
there.
my man,
Okay.
dude.
You need to drink at Epcot.
You're
You
gonna
do.
love.
No, and last year, the big cheer competitions down in Orlando, and my wife and daughter went. They had a great time. And my wife was like, "You'd really love this."
Yes, you would.
And she goes, "We'll bring the boy too. It'll be our family, vacation."
Crowds,
And I went, "Fine."
lines, heat.
I went, "Fine. We'll do it." But there was a federal complaint filed in Florida claiming that a fired Disney employee hacked in the company's servers to change allergen information on the park's menus.
Damn.
Dude, this is wild.
That's evil.
So they said the former, disgruntled employee who had worked as a menu production manager also allegedly left profanity on the menus. That I'd like to see.
Yes.
He's also being accused of locking several employees out of their accounts by using a bot to attempt more than 10,000 logins.
It's like
The whole allergy information thing could have killed somebody.
Exactly.
The guy's lawyer says Disney's attempting to frame him because the company's concerned over his firing. He says he has a mental health disability and was canned because he had a panic attack while on the job. Disney has destroyed the bad menus and fixed the allergen errors. There are no reports of anybody getting sick because of the hack, but they're keeping their eye out. But that's sick and deranged. Hey, what do you think the average age of a U.S. home buyer is right now? Not a first-time home buyer, but what is the average age of somebody buying a house now?
It has pushed back dramatically. Oh, boy. Let's say 43.
43.
That's a great guess.
So the average person, not first-time home buyer, but the average person right now out buying a house.
I'm going to say 45.
45.
Push it back even further.
45.
I'll say 38.
38.
Yeah, 43 seems smart. I'm going to go, I'll just say 39.
39.
I'll go high.
Okay, go ahead.
Downsizing, 55.
The answer is 56 years old.
Holy
Average
crap.
age of home buyers in the U.S. has risen by 6 years since last year.
Not a good sign.
Another sign that younger Americans are being priced out of the market because of rising ownership costs.
Wow.
So the average age of home buyers right now is 56, up from 49 back last year. And that's according to the National Association of Realtors annual State of the Market report, which came out yesterday. Now, this is a historic high. It was in the low to mid 40s in the early 2010s. That's wild.
That's not good.
The median age of first-time home buyers also rose from 35 to 38.
Not a great thing to do, though, to compare it to mid-aughts, because remember the bubble was forming, and that was like,
Pop, pop.
yeah, all the banks were like
Pop, baby.
lending to people that shouldn't have been buying, so that skewed the numbers in the wrong direction. I mean, in the different direction too. So not a great comparison. Probably better to compare it to, like, I don't know, 2014, 15, or 95 even.
Well, even from last year. Even from last year, up that much. So first home buyers, median age 35 to 38. The median U.S. home price is now $435,000, up 39% since 2020.
That's cool.
The average 30-year fixed mortgage rate has more than doubled to over 6% in that time. Now, you think an 18% down payment on a $435,000 house is what? That's $78,300. I already crunched the numbers.
Wow, great.
Thank you.
And that is a significant. So if your average house is $435,000, you got to put 18% down. Mm-hmm. And if you're a first-time home buyer, you have no equity. You don't have a house
To sell.
to sell.
Right.
So you're $78,000 out of your pocket.
It's going to take a long time to save.
People can't afford it.
Right.
It's not feasible. That's why the average home buyer age is what it is.
Because they are accumulating the savings.
So if $78,000 is 18% of the average house or the median house price, and the median household income is $80,000, It doesn't.
Yeah.
Right. It's not
Yeah,
working.
it's impossible.
It's a perfect storm.
The math ain't mathin'.
A perfect storm against young people. For
Younger
sure.
buyers who can afford down payments, okay, are often outbid by older people, wealthier buyers, using equity from the homes they already have.
Right.
Wealthier buyers and investors and all sorts of things have really hurt the young people's opportunity. And you know what's worse? Is inflation is extremely low right now. Inflation is great. Like, there are things that are going our way, but it was just a perfect storm of the housing market these last few years, and everything from the boom of 2020 that's just really put young people in a bad spot.
Well, without the advantage of having equity from homes they already have, the younger buyers have to absorb the additional costs out of their own pocket. It's just not. You can't do it.
Right.
Well, then you look at, on top of, if you do have the down payment, interest rates are trash, and your monthly mortgage is crazy.
Yep.
Like you don't have to do median. You can look at St. Louis at a $250,000 home, which is still a lot of money. That's $250,000. That's a lot of money to me. You could have $50,000 to put down, but with interest, it's just a crazy number. The mortgage is just nuts.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're depleting your savings to put the down payment down, then you got to look at like what's feasible for your family, and like, not a good time.
Yeah, and
if you have kids that you're still actively, if you're 55, your kids are grown. You're using equity from an old home. You probably got more disposable income. It's just easier for those folks to buy, to have liquid assets, baby, to buy.
And those are the numbers from the National Realtors Association, which came out yesterday. But, it is startling. And I bought my first house at the age of
12.
So I bought my first house in 2007. So 29.
30?
I was 20. I couldn't drink, and I bought a house.
29.
I was working 5 jobs, and it was a tiny, tiny, tiny house.
Yeah, it was a tiny house,
Still
tiny
a
South
freaking
City house.
I was still able to move my tiny family into this little house and become a homeowner. It was possible.
Yeah, and I was paying 7.5% interest rate.
That's where I'm at right now.
7.5% at 07. A little tiny South City house, a little 900 square foot. But even that's not attainable for a lot of people now. It's sad.
It is sad.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Cut them
Is
some
that-
slack when they don't have their own house,
What do you think they're doing to help with this? Anything? Is there any way to solve it?
I don't know, man. I'm not a politician, so
It's like-
Good news
Are
is
things like
rent's
Airbnb-
also super high.
Are Airbnbs hurting this
For sure.
as well?
There's a lot of places there's a lot of neighborhoods that are outlawing Airbnbs because they want home ownership. There's been studies out saying that has grossly affected home ownership because people with expendable incomes. That's probably why you're seeing this too, is people with expendable incomes can buy a second house, use it as a supplementary income to Airbnb it or rent it out, as opposed to letting a young family come in and buy their first home.
Well,
There's a lot of factors. There's a perfect storm.
yeah, there's a lot of factors. There's no one easy answer to it.
Rent is too damn high.
But them's the numbers, and can't argue with the numbers.
Pretty wild.
All right, that is your news. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Let's give away some stuff. Okay? We're going to play a game I don't think we've played in a very, very long time. The game is called Read My Lips. Here's how it's going to work. So, Scott, get some people on the phone, 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. We'll get the wheel out, and we'll spin the wheel. Now, the wheel will tell us who's going to be in isolation and who's going to be the giver of the word. So I will give the person not in isolation a word, and you will have to say the word, and the person in audio isolation will have to tell us what the word is without hearing you say it. So basically reading lips.
Okay.
You guys on the phone will have to guess whether they'll get the word right or wrong. And you'll have 3 shots at it. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Have we played this before? It's been a long time.
No.
We've never played it?
I don't think I've
Maybe
played it.
I haven't played it with you guys.
I've done it, and I can't remember if it was way back when I was a guest on the show. I have done this one time here.
It's fun. It'll be fun.
It is fun.
It'll be fun. So,
We did it with you, Learn, like early.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I will administer the word.
We might have.
We'll have somebody in isolation.
It's been 2 years, though.
You'll mouth the word to the person in isolation. If you guys on the phone will guess whether they'll get it right or wrong. 3 shots at it.
Cool.
2 out of 3 right or wrong on the phone, you win. And you have a choice of tickets here. Tickets to go see the Cold War Kids next Monday over at the pageant. Tickets for our Ho-Ho show with Letdown Friday night, November 29th, over at the Blueberry Hill Duck Room. We got tickets to go see Steve-O live at the Factory next Sunday, November 17th. And we got tickets for Punk Rock Christmas Saturday night, December 7th, over at the pageant. All the Ho-Ho shows brought to you by Moritz Royce Jewelry. 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. Read My Lips is next. The program, a number 2 show today with Rafe Williams. Up at what time?
4 p.m.
4 p.m.
With Tanya Haddix, Chimp Crazy, and 15 minutes with Rizz. In the meantime, though, you can go watch. I dropped a bonus Wayne's World sketch with Learn that is up by itself on the YouTube. Get your fix at 10 a.m. Watch that. Come back at 4 or get on any streaming platform and.
Tanya Haddix, that's a big deal. I mean, Chimp Crazy's Tanya Haddix. We had her on the air last week.
I did, man.
You got some time with her as well?
I did, and my time was different than the time we had in here, but equally interesting, I promise you. So check it out.
So Tanya Haddix steps into the stall.
Oh, yeah.
On the number 2 show, 4 o'clock today. So
I will tell you she ended up on my lap. I will tell you guys.
There you go.
Up front, that is how this interview ended. It was a very different interview.
On a very special episode of the number 2 show.
Very special episode of the number 2 show.
Also, you got
to find out, like, how does she get to your stall? Through the glory hole?
She's a tiny lady right through the glory hole.
Tiny little lady.
She miniature sized down, and
she's a what, 5'2"?
yeah, she's itty bitty.
She worked with chimps so long, she knows how to escape. She got herself out.
Also, you got a show in Springfield this weekend?
I do have a show in Springfield, Missouri at the Blue Room Comedy Club. We have Springfield listeners that kind of got booked last minute, so I'm trying to get the word out. They said a bunch of people bought tickets yesterday after I mentioned it, so I'm mentioning it now. Go to the Blue Room Comedy Club, blueroom.com. Springfield, Mo. I'll be there doing 3 shows, 1 Friday, 2 Saturday. Come out and see me.
All right, there you go. That's everything Rafe Williams. All right, let's give away some stuff.
Thank you.
All right, we are playing Read My Lips. It's a very simple game. It's fun. So there'll be somebody in isolation and somebody doing the saying of the words, and we'll have the wheel figure it out for each contestant. So I will administer the word. The reader of the word will have to mouth the word to the person in audio isolation. You guys on the phone will have to guess whether the person will get the word right or wrong. You only have 3 shots at it. You only have 3 chances to guess the word. And you guys on the phone, if you bet correctly, 2 out of 3 times, you win your choice of prizes. Tickets to go see Steve-O Factory next Sunday, November 17th. We got tickets for the Ho-Ho show at Letdown. That's the 29th of November. Over at the Blueberry Hill Duck Room. We got tickets for Cold War Kids next Monday at the pageant, and tickets for Moon's Punk Rock Christmas Saturday night, December 7th, over at the pageant. All the Point Ho-Ho shows are brought to you by Moritz Royce Jewelry. Okay, so let's get our first contestant, and that will be Tom in St. Louis. Good morning, Tom.
Morning.
All right, Tom, hang on a second. So, Moon, the first spin will have the person
Here, do the
figure out
do
what
the
they want to
guessing.
do.
Oh, they get
We'll
to
let
choose.
them. We'll let them choose.
All right.
So spin the wheel.
Spinning.
Okay. And
gonna
it's
be me,
gonna
baby.
be
It's gonna be
Moon.
me.
Okay, so Moon, do you want to be put in isolation or do you want to read the word?
Man, I do love reading the word, but I want to go isolation.
All right, so we're
I
gonna
think
put
it'll be
Moon in
much-
isolation.
It's been so long, I want to go in isolation.
All right, Moon in isolation. Who's going to be the reader?
All right.
All right, it's going to be
Oh, boy.
Learn.
Okay.
Locked it
Okay,
up. We
so
got
Learn's
this.
going to be
We got
the
this.
reader. We'll put Moon in audio isolation. Put on those headphones. And as soon as Moon is in isolation, I will tell
here we
you
go.
guys the word.
I'm listening to one of my favorite hardcore bands from the 90s.
Are you in? You're good?
Greek fire.
Okay. Learn the word is jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Okay.
Tom, do you think that Moon will get the word?
pumped.
You think he'll get the word correctly?
I think so.
Okay. So he says yes.
Okay.
So you have 4 shots at this. Okay. Here we go.
Here
Look
we
at
go.
learn.
Look at me.
Real quick, can I just... Don't say extra words. It's going to confuse me.
Here we go.
And I just mouth it, or do I say
Just-
it out
She's
loud?
mad. She's talking.
Just look at it.
Okay. Jelly bean.
Jelly bean.
Got it. Wow.
Did I get that?
Yep, you got it.
It was just jelly beans?
Jelly bean.
Yeah, you don't have to.
I've never played before.
You have to say the word.
Okay.
Just say the word. Okay, he can't
Better both
obviously hear
ways.
you.
You don't have to what?
Mouth it. I
Mouth
was
it.
mouthing.
Like, I mean, you're mouthing it when you say it.
She did it silently?
Yeah, she did it silently.
Never played
All right,
before.
that's 1 for 1, Tom. Okay.
Okay.
Hang on 1 second.
Maybe that made it easier.
Okay.
Oh,
but-
I'm back
yeah.
in?
The word is, it's actually 2 words, butt monkey.
Butt monkey. Great.
Butt monkey. Wait. Tom, do you think
She's got
Moon
this
will get
crazy
it correct?
smile on.
I do not think he will get it.
Okay, so he says no on this one. So the words are butt monkey. Here we go.
Butt monkey. Butt monkey.
Okay, stop.
Bust, it is, one more time, Busta Rhymes.
Okay,
One more time I get to say it?
we'll give you 2 more times.
What are we doing?
We're doing 2.
Second try?
Second try.
Clearly it wasn't Busta Rhymes.
Butt monkey.
Bust. Okay. Bust money. Show me bust money.
Nope.
Bust.
Last
What?
time.
That's
Last
no?
time. No, it's a no.
Her face is turning red.
Here we go.
Butt.
You don't have to yell it.
Bust.
You don't have to yell it.
Yelling it doesn't make it easier to read your lips.
Monkey.
You don't have to whisper it either.
Bugs Bunny?
Yes.
I missed it.
Hey,
What
but
was it?
Tom gets it right, though. Congratulations.
Yeah, okay.
What was it?
Butt monkey.
Oh my gosh. It looked like Bust Money or Bugs Bunny.
I thought for sure you heard her yell. I was like, oh,
All right,
that
Tom's
gave
a
it away.
winner. Tom's winner. You
Okay,
got it
I
correct.
shouldn't yell.
Okay, let's spin the wheel again. Let's get a new contestant.
That is
Yelled
so
butt and whispered monkey.
Hello, Melissa.
Happy birthday, Rizz.
Thank you. All right, hang on, Melissa. All right, learn.
Yeah.
Do you want to be in isolation or do you want to read the word again?
I want to be in isolation.
All right, we're going to put learn in isolation.
Enjoy Strong Arm.
Put her on ice.
Get me on ice.
All right, let's
Good old
spin it again.
strong arm?
Okay.
All right, spin the wheel again.
It's going to be.
And it's gonna
the same
be-
pairing.
Wow.
It's going to be Moon.
All right.
Okay. So remember, you get 3 shots at this.
Hey, we're also here.
Yeah, we are.
Hey, that's the wheel, baby.
Hey, I live and
That's
die
the
by
wheel.
the wheel, dude.
That's the wheel, baby. All right, you got her in
won't ever get a
isolation?
complaint from me. This is how I voted.
You good?
Yeah.
All right, Moon, the word is Zamboni.
Boy. Okay.
Melissa, do you think
I have like a weird lisp in my...
do you think Learn will get the word Zamboni?
At least your mustache is gone.
Mustaches.
That'll help.
No.
Melissa says no. Okay. Look at Moon.
Here we go.
Try number 1.
I don't want to laugh and throw off my mouth. Hang on. Here we go. Zamboni.
It's 2.
Stop working.
No.
That's just one guess.
That's one guess.
Okay.
You're only supposed to do it once.
Oh. Zamboni.
Zamboni.
Oh! Oh! Melissa, you said no. Okay, 0 for 1 for Melissa.
Stop. I thought you said
Stop
stop
working.
Zamboni, good job.
Oh, cool. All
It
right.
does help
Dang,
that
that
the
was
mustache
Not
is
for
missing.
Melissa.
All right.
Okay, back in isolation. All right, Melissa and Moon. Your next word is tater tot.
Oh, have you seen a mouth make those words together? It's
That's
the
why I chose
dumbest-
this word. Tater tot. Melissa, what do you think?
There's a bunch of people in their car saying tater tot right now. You think we're going to get it,
I
Melissa?
just said it myself. I'll give her confidence. Yeah.
All right, she says yes.
Dang.
Okay.
Oh, man.
All right, not a bet on this one.
All right, here we
I
go.
like it, Melissa.
Tater tot. That's the dumbest. I made a mistake. I went too big.
Too big, yeah. Oversold.
Stever size.
Nope, because that's going to be a word.
At least we're on the same.
Stever
Hey,
signs.
it's what it looks like, man. It's
Okay.
harder than it looks.
Okay.
when you
Oh,
get
it's
the
very hard.
Guess number 2, right?
Guess number 2.
Tater tot. I tried to go smaller.
Well, which makes sense because it is a tot.
Still shock.
we got a vowel sound in there at least.
Here we go. Try number 3.
Tater tot. I got this stupid lisp with my tongue and I'm messing it all up. Tater tot.
Shuttlecock.
No, it's not shuttlecock.
It was tater tot.
Tater tot.
Isn't that a dumb looking
Tater tot.
Tater tot.
Now we said goodbye to Melissa.
Bye, Melissa.
Oh, what really? Oh, she missed too? Oh, I see.
All right, let's spin the wheel again.
Goodbye, Melissa.
Bye, Melissa. I wanted Melissa to win too.
Me too.
There's a whole
I thought
lot
it
of
was her
people-
Day. I said it
All right,
was.
Abby
going
is up next.
tater
All
tot.
right, Abby. All right, Learn.
You get to pick.
You get to pick again.
I will mouth the word this time.
Learn will mouth the word this time. And let's spin again.
Okay,
Move
and
Learn's name
spinning.
from the wheel. Maybe Rafe or King Scott this time.
Oh, yeah.
And it is King Scott.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right, King Scott, move over to position 4. Put you in audio isolation.
You like this band too. Hit it.
Well,
I won't say it.
You're not going to hear anything, man.
I mean, don't
I'm blasting.
don't yell at
Spelling
Learn.
Okay.
All right. The word
Great.
is Sasquatch.
Okay.
Abby, do you think King Scott will get the word Sasquatch correct?
I sure hope so.
So yes for Abby. Okay.
Yes.
Here we go.
Sasquatch.
You did that really well.
Very well.
Yeah, very good job. I feel like I could get it.
Can she say it again?
No. You need no.
Nope, you got to guess.
Scott, you got to guess.
You got to guess.
Guess.
You got to guess. You got to guess.
Guess.
What?
Take it.
You have to guess.
It was like he couldn't take his headphones off. They were glued to his head.
He was holding them like he's
Still
landing,
shocked.
landing a plane.
He's yelling.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Good job, dude.
That was tough.
Okay.
He's still holding them on there, so he didn't. Even
Next
get
word
the
is
congratulations. He's still holding them to his head.
the next word is flapjack. Wait,
All right.
Abby, you think flapjack will get?
Yes, I think you'll.
Okay.
Confidence, pure
Yes,
confidence.
from Abby.
I got it.
All right, here we go.
All right.
Learn flapjack.
Flapjack.
Temperature?
No.
I'd like mine well done, please.
Yeah, cook
You
it
guys
all
are doing a
the way.
great
I get
improv.
it.
You guys are doing a great improv scene right now.
One wrong.
Temperature.
Midwell.
Flapjack.
Flapjack.
You did it.
Well done,
Winner.
dude.
Hang on
That
one
was
second,
really
Abby.
good. Holy
did
smokes,
great.
dude.
Temperature.
Temperature.
You did great.
I think sometimes looking very intensely at you while I say it works.
Yeah.
There's some
All right.
sort of
Moon.
man and woman thing happening there.
Spin again.
Jack.
Jeff in High Ridge is up next. All right, spinning the wheel. And we've got Rafe
Rafe.
Williams.
Hey, look at
Rafe,
that.
would you like to administer the word or be put in isolation?
I'll administer.
All right, Rafe will administer with, looks like,
Oh my gosh.
Learn
That
Elwell.
was the closest I've ever seen it.
Okay.
I'm in isolation.
Learn is in isolation.
Steve likes it.
All
I
right.
love this game.
All right, we'll put Learn in isolation. Jeff is
I'm
on
not
the
going to move
phone.
my lips. Is that okay?
Now, we've got 2 words here. Okay. It's crotch goblin.
Oh man,
Jeff, do you think she'll get crotch goblin?
No, I do
No,
not.
I don't think so either, but we'll try. We will try. All right, here we go.
Gather myself.
Gather.
Crotch.
Do it again.
You closed your eyes.
Because there was a break in the song.
Stop.
I didn't want to.
Okay.
And you thought that wouldn't be able to hear? Okay.
Hang on, hang on.
Wait,
All
new
right.
song. New
New
song. Sorry.
Don't shut your eyes.
I started talking. She
I was
closed her
trying not to
eyes, and
hear
I
it
go,
and see
"How
it or know
good?
anything."
How connected do you think we are, lady? We're best friends." But my God! All right, ready? Crotch goblin.
Crotch complete.
Close.
Don't say anything.
In what world would those words go together?
Crotch goblin.
The music blaring in your head.
Crotch caterpillar.
No. We're almost there.
All right, we're almost there.
Almost
We're
there.
I want to see one of those.
Also known as worms.
What did the guess? Did what the caller say? She'd get it or no?
No.
All right. Well, egg on your face. Here we go. Crotch goblin.
Crashed computer.
Hey, that's good for.
No.
Jeff, you're a crotch goblin. You were so close. I was like, we're gonna get there.
Yeah.
You go close.
We got further away.
Is it
All right,
Caterpillar
good for
or
Jeff. All right, next
Caterpillar.
word
Here we
is.
go.
Next word is
I need a new song. Here we go.
shaft.
Oh, simple,
Simple.
delicious. We got this one. I think.
Jeff, shaft, yes or no?
Yeah.
There's a theme here.
Yes, I think she will.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
Says
you're
yes. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Shaft.
Shaved.
She's close. She's close. He saved these. Don't let him influence you. Stay here.
Okay.
Shaft.
Chafed.
Last one.
Okay.
Last one.
Bad.
Shaft.
Shake.
Shaft.
Shaft. Why am I getting all these?
You're dancing around it every
Yes, it
time.
was really close.
Chafed. What'd she say? Chafed.
Yeah.
Shake.
Shaved
Shaved. Yeah.
and chapped.
All
Shaft.
right, last one.
Okay.
Last one. Here we go.
New song.
Jeff, you ready for the word?
Yep.
Muffin.
Okay.
Muffin. Do you think yes or no?
I'm going to go yes.
Okay, we're 0 for 2. I like the confidence.
Well, no, he got the first one right. Well,
We
Jeff,
haven't gotten
you
one
haven't
right,
got
though.
one right. Okay. He says yes on muffin. Here we go.
All right, here we go. Muffin.
Muffin.
Oh, yeah. You got it.
Right.
You got it. All right. Congrats, Jeff. Hang
Muffins.
on.
What's up?
Wow.
That
All right,
muffin,
let's spin the wheel again.
Muffin Connect.
Spinning the
work.
wheel.
Spinning the wheel.
Spinning.
All right. Mooners.
Yeah. I'll go
Lands on
isolation.
you.
I'll go
Isolation for Moon.
Moon going in isolation.
And who will be administering the words to Moon? It will be
Back at it, Daddy.
Rafe. Okay. Ben, hello.
Good morning.
All right, Benjamin. All right, Moon is in isolation. Can you see him?
What do you want? What?
Can you see him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
good.
Yeah, it's going to be great. He can see me perfectly right now.
Okay.
Pay attention to what I'm saying, okay?
All right. The word is zipper. Zipper. Do you think he'll get it, Benjamin?
I think he'll get it.
All right. Zipper is the word. Here we go. Try number one.
Can you see my mouth?
I got you.
Okay.
Oh no.
Everyone yells. Zipper.
Simple.
Great conviction.
Zipper.
What the heck is that last syllable? Zipper.
Okay.
Getting close.
Zipper.
What in the world? So long. If it's not sipper,
It's
supple. Did I miss
Zipper.
it? What?
Zipper with a Z.
Zipper. Oh, Z.
So close.
Oh,
yeah.
You didn't see the
you mean zipper?
I was just trying to sell the R sound to you.
Okay.
Killed it. I mean, the Z is so hard. It's like,
Whatever this is, we got it.
All right.
okay,
Benjamin,
I'm still talking.
Thanks.
the next word is bumblebee.
Bumblebee.
Bumblebee. Yes or no?
Bumblebee. Oh my gosh. Boy, I'm gonna go with my gut and say no.
No.
No. All right. I'm going to burn you hard on this one. Here we go.
We going?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Lock it up.
Bumblebee. His face.
What the heck was that, dude?
It was so
I have to guess.
Yeah.
Bumper P.
Very close.
very, very
good.
close.
Okay. We
But,
got this.
okay. Go slow, man. Go slow.
Bumblebee. I'm killing
How is that any different than
I'm
Bumper P?
killing
Hang
it.
on.
That was
uh,
awesome.
but-
Both of us a shoe in.
Bumblebee.
Sorry, Benjamin.
How's that different than Bumper P?
I didn't see the bumble sound,
I
but
know, I was trying really hard. It's like if you overdo it, it's almost worse. You got to find that sweet spot of
Yeah,
like
that was-
enunciation and not moving your lips too much.
Yeah.
that was a rando guess. Am I back
last, yeah, he's out. Last,
Let's go around.
let's go around. No. You're good.
What happened?
He's out. Benjamin's out.
Oh, he bet against me?
Yeah, he bet against you.
What a shame.
Yeah. All right, last contestant here. All right, it's going to be Rafe.
Okay.
Rafe, would you like to be in isolation or
I haven't done ISO yet, so
All right, we'll
let's
put
throw
Rafe
me
in
in
ISO.
isolation.
Tim's on the phone? Hello, Tim.
Tim,
Happy
what up?
birthday,
Yeah,
Rizz.
dude, we're reversing
Nice.
it.
And it will reverse it, and it's going to be Moon given the words. Moon administering,
Let's go.
and Rafe,
Oh, yes.
Look at me.
Rafe guessing.
Mustache free.
That's right. There's nothing impeding these lips.
Okay. Moon, the word is, it's actually two words, meat puppet.
Oh, yeah, we got this. Okay.
Tim, what do you say?
You just watch this. We're going to delay it.
Yeah, I got
The
faith.
music
in it.
is very disorienting.
It is.
So you said
it
yes.
is.
So Tim says yes. Okay. Meat puppet, that's the word.
Here we go.
The words.
Meat puppet.
Pizza pub.
No,
Okay, here we go.
for one.
Meat puppet.
Pizza puppet.
And close. Close.
Meat puppet.
Can you mouth it one more time, or am I?
I'll give him one more time. One more time. We'll give him one more time.
Meat puppet. I tried 3 different angles.
Pizza pocket.
Ah, so
Meat
good.
puppet.
Meat puppet.
Got close.
Man, it looked like pizza. I thought I was
All
locked
for
on
one
pizza.
for Tim. All right. The next word is popcorn. Popcorn.
Yes, Rafe will get that.
Yeah, I think so too.
Hmm.
I think this
I'm
is
trying to think of what this could be misconstrued as, and I feel like this is an easy one to miss.
Okay.
Okay, but watch this. Here we go. Popcorn.
Bobby-o.
What was that?
Okay,
I gotta look at your face.
I'm gonna go
This
cartoon.
music is making me want to jump out the window.
It's Seosin, by the way. All right, here we go. Popcorn. I went super cartoony.
Oh man.
Oh, yeah.
I felt like
That was good.
Papa Giorgio.
Did I add 5 syllables in there?
No.
Okay, here we go.
Bob-
Last
Fabio.
one.
Popcorn.
Popcorn. Is that it?
Yes. Yeah. That was good.
Man.
We got another.
You got one more.
Lord.
You got one more. All right, final word. The word is
Not a big Saosin fan.
hiccups.
Oh, yikes.
Oh, big
Right?
yikes.
Yikes.
Hiccups. Tim, what do you think?
That sounds like a tough word to read the lips on, so I'm going to say no.
Okay, no, but we're going to try. We're going to try. All right, here we go. Last word.
Hiccups.
Hiccups.
Oh, my goodness. Out of nowhere. Kaboom.
That's it. You got it.
Swings for contact.
Whatever
Hits
you
a
dialed in
homer.
on that third popcorn, we
Hiccups.
finally connected.
You did it,
That's
guys.
so funny.
All right.
Did the winner win, or they bet against
Winner
me?
bet against you.
Suck it.
Hiccups.
I thought it was one of the more tough words.
Yeah, I
but
did too.
okay, congratulations, guys.
Nailed it.
You did it. You nailed it. Hey, remember what band you're supposed to be listening for today?
Smashing.
The band is Smashing Pumpkins.
Yes.
And whenever you hear a Smashing Pumpkins song,
Could be any time.
could be any time, you are to open up your 105.7 The Point mobile app, and you can see Learn's face. It's a very interesting picture today. It's like
my
your own
O
face.
face.
And you're going to tap her face, and you have a chance to win $1,000 and a chance to co-host a morning show. But whenever you hear the Smashing Pumpkins, okay, from now until midnight tonight, Smashing Pumpkins, that's the band you're listening for. Okay.
The Rizzuto Show.
I told you, what was going on the roadways, but there is a lot of places to avoid because it's shut down due to flooding. 55 at Bayless, 141 at 44 in St. Louis County. The ramp from 180 west to 270 west in St. Louis County. Highway 94 at Howell in St. Charles County. 94 at St. Charles Street in St. Charles County. BB at 30 in Jeffco. And M at 55 in Jeffco. All closed per the St. Louis County Police. And that's flooding. What are they saying? Maybe 5-6 inches of rain in a short amount of time.
Crazy.
Definitely a lot.
And you know what? You got a lot of those like leaves that are clogging up the
Drains.
and stuff like that. It's
I
a
got to watch
recipe
for that
for-
in my house in the basement.
You have leaves in your basement?
Right outside the door, we have a walkout, and there's a drain right there at the bottom of the stairs, and leaves get in there, man. It starts coming under the basement door. It's bad news bears. Got to keep it clean.
Boy, when we had that house in South City, if it rained like this, like the basement was flooding. Like we could do nothing about it.
Yep, that's how mine's going to
That's
be.
how Scott's house is in Overland.
I hate that, too, because then the house smells like...
Mildew.
Yes, and I hate it.
I got
We get 2 days straight of rain, my house starts to... That
Must out.
basement smell, that musty basement smell creeps up, and I want to just move.
I got a buddy who just bought a new house, and he didn't really do the full due diligence. So he's wanted the house. Flooded the first week they've been in, and it's been flooding
Oh man! It's like, what do you get weather like this?
these
Like,
last couple of days.
is it an old house?
I guess so.
Like some of these old houses, like the house we had in South St. Louis was built in 1911. And every time it rained like this, the basement, I mean, you could nothing about it. We had
It's-
people come in. We had a dye put in to see where the leaks were coming from. Couldn't figure it out. Tried to put a sump pump in. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
You can mitigate, but you can't stop it from happening.
Can't stop it, man. Water
And
sucks.
people in St. Louis love basements. I challenge you to find a home on a slab. There's one neighborhood in Crestwood, and me and Moon have talked about it, where I'm like, they have these old mid-century moderns from one designer, Liggett, and I love them. They're cool houses. That's the only houses I've seen in this whole city that are on a slab where there's not.
No basement.
People in the Midwest love basements, dude. Got to have it.
Why do we love basements?
Tarnitis.
I guess the
I
fear
guess
of tornadoes.
Tarnitis, you goof nut. Of course, it's tarnitis.
I don't know, man. Basements have basement problems. That's the only thing I don't like.
Yeah, no. you're right.
Moonloveswoods.com.
The tornadoes. You got to get them in there, Scott. Moon loves woods. Well, I know you got a basement that's flooded, Scott.
Yeah.
Today is not only Election Day, but today is National Redhead Day.
Hey,
Didn't you just
Dude,
have a
how about-
holiday?
I voted
wasn't
for
it-
you.
Yeah,
this
he
is okay. We
spoils.
need it once
Didn't
a
you
month.
just have a holiday?
We
This day
need a
just
lot
happened.
of these
These
because it's a very
17
important
days
race.
they sneak this crap
But
in.
this is November 5th is National Redhead Day. It's
Finally.
it's every redhead's chance to shine with each gorgeous strand of their hair.
Thank you.
I think it's when the pale starts to come back because, as you know, redheads go out in the summertime, have to lather up. You get sunburnt really easily, and then you get this kind of glow. And around this time of the year, just as the leaves are falling, so is the pale complexion,
Yeah.
coming back to your milky
They start-
Your
skin.
head's
Start
the
to
color of the
disappear
leaves.
again?
Yeah, now that it's daytime,
Like a-
but it's actually nighttime, we get to
Yeah.
walk around freely now. It's amazing.
You could be a day walker again.
Yeah.
The leaves are turning, my fellow gingies.
I love it.
Redheads love sundown at 5 o'clock.
Go outside without sunblock on.
This is an
that
exciting day, yeah.
Maybe that is why Mama Moon loves it.
This is an important day for me, and I really appreciate you.
I said, do you know why you're a redhead?
My mom prayed that I would
Because
be.
you were kissed by the devil.
What? Not this man.
Oh my goodness.
Out of this show, please.
No, it's all about genetics. If both your parents were born with the mutated MC1R gene on chromosome 16, you're probably a redhead.
I'm a
But you can still be
mutant.
born with red hair even if neither of your parents has it. Even if one of your parents is a redhead, there's a chance, there's a 1 chance in 2 that their kid may be red-haired.
You need to be doing this like Jeff Foxworthy. You might be a redhead if.
Yeah. But
It's also possible to be a natural redhead if you're a black person or even Chinese.
yeah.
Yeah.
Our race goes everywhere. It's pretty exciting. But yeah, the redhead race. My mom and my dad, neither one had red hair, but both my sister and I do. So it was one of those weird. And she prayed for we both would have it.
Well, yeah, your sister's got red hair
Yeah.
too.
I dyed my hair red once. You guys ever dyed your hair red?
I put sun in and
Yeah.
that crap. Well, I was a camp counselor at the time, so I was on the. It's like lemon juice or something. It's activated by the sun, so I went pretty red pretty quick.
Scott, what is the percentage of the world's population with red hair?
Well, it's going to be increasing, but I'm going to say it's less than 1%.
2%.
2%. Okay.
Duh.
Where is the highest percentage of redheads located?
Come on.
Come on now.
Oh, this one's easy. Australia.
Scotland.
Scotland.
Okay. Well, Australia seemed like everyone down there had red hair.
Redheaded
Ewan
person.
McGregor.
Do they consider that Aussie red though? Is that a redhead?
I don't know,
because it's like this weird.
everyone
strawberry
has
blonde.
it. And it
call
looks red.
Cowboy
Ireland.
red now.
Cowboy red.
Cowboy red.
What is that?
13%.
Look
The
it up.
percentage of redheads in Scotland.
All right. I thought that was gonna be
Name
a
the
trick one.
2 Disney princesses that are redheads.
Go.
Ariel.
Oh, yeah. Ariel and
And
Brave.
Ronald McDonald.
Brave chick. Merida?
Marita.
Is that how you say it?
I don't remember.
MERID. I never saw that one. 20% is the percentage more anesthesia that is required to be administered to a redhead.
Dude, that makes sense because I've tried to chloroform you like 5 times and you're
He never
Need
goes
20%
down.
more.
never goes down.
I'm a tough one.
And the number of redheads killed between 1483 and 1784 as they were accused of practicing black magic, 45,000.
Damn.
Lee.
Damn. No wonder it's 2%.
Jeez.
It was like 12%
That's
for
terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Everyone's been jealous of us for this long. It's ridiculous.
Well, happy National Redhead Day.
Thank you. I
Today's your
appreciate that.
day. Enjoy.
I'm
Let's
gonna
do
go
Grab on
Scotland.
Celebrities. Yes, one-way ticket to Scotland. Goodbye. All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your Grab on Celebrities.
And we start with the sponsor, Cordell & Cordell. Don't let divorce take more than it has to. And with divorce, I was actually driving down Highway 44 the other day. As we know, I've been in a Dave Grohl hole since he stepped out on his wife and created another baby. And I was thinking about them, and I was really putting out into the universe, I hope that they figure this out, whatever's going to be good for them. And here we have a new story. Dave Grohl has called his lawyers that he retained in September before announcing that he fathered a child outside of his marriage and called them off, according to People magazine. He's hoping to work things out with his wife of 21 years, Jordan Bloom, and has been prioritizing his family, which includes the couple's 3 daughters. He knows he's messed up. It's one of those situations where you don't realize what you have until you're about to lose it. He doesn't want to lose his family, a source said to People magazine. The magazine also says that Jordan Bloom has known about Dave Grohl's love child for a while. So they could be working this out.
Could be.
They could be divorcing. There's no prenup involved. I read that last night. So
Well,
Dave.
Somebody leaked that information out to the press, so it was either side.
Sure. But we're looking at, I think Dave Grohl, they reported that he has about a $200 million net worth. And so if Jordan and him decide to divorce, she will be entitled to probably more than half.
He will then have a $100,000 net worth.
Yes, he will.
And she will have a $100 million net worth.
Yes, she will. Sean Diddy Combs turned 55 yesterday, and this year his birthday party was much different. He jumped on the Metropolitan Detention Center phone for a conference call with his adult kids. His 30-year-old son, Justin, shared on Instagram a snippet of their conversation over the phone. It was the first time that anyone has heard Diddy's voice since his arrest for racketeering and sex trafficking. The kids baked him a cake.
With a file inside?
No.
That's the Bugle Boys.
I like that.
Come on.
Which they got to enjoy. His meal options behind bars ranged from cheese pizza, tofu fried rice with black beans, or biscuits and gravy.
Beagle Boys, that's what it was.
Tofu fried rice. Is that just a birthday meal?
I guess so.
Or is that like what they have at the
They got
prison
options?
commissary?
That's a vegan option.
He's not in with general population, is he?
You don't think?
He can't be.
Nah.
He's got to be in like special
The VIP.
VIP wing. He's got to be.
Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker's baby boy officially turned 1 on Friday. In honor of his birthday, Grandma Kris Jenner gifted little baby Rocky with a handwritten letter from Sylvester Stallone, a.k.a. Rocky Balboa. And Sylvester says, "Dear Rocky, my name is Rocky too. Your name is very special and is identified with wonderful things." The 78-year-old wrote on his own personalized Rocky Balboa stationery. "Life has many challenges you will face, and you will need to show dedication and determination. You must never give up on your dreams, never. Now, most importantly, you must always value family, friendship, and loyalty over fame and fortune." This is cool. I mean, it's a neat
That's nice.
note. One day, Sylvester Stallone is going to be gone, and this little baby who just turned 1-year-old will have a handwritten letter on Stallone paper
That's nice.
dedicated
Do you,
to
have
him.
Very nice.
do you have to read it like that, though?
Oh,
Like
yeah, I
Rocky?
can't do his voice.
Value
family.
Value family.
Travis Barker shared the framed letter on his Instagram story on Monday, saying, "One of the most special birthday gifts. Thank you so much, Kris Jenner."
That's pretty cool.
Kisses, kisses. Ryan Reynolds and Martha Stewart are having a playful public beef right now, and Hugh Jackman has stepped into the chat. And he sides with Martha. So Martha appeared as a special guest at the Built Rewards November rent-free game show and said that Ryan Reynolds is not so funny in real life. Reynolds then later responded with a comment on Twitter saying, "I disagree with her, but I tried that once. The woman is unexpectedly spry. She's really closed the gap after a mile or so." Then shortly after, Hugh Jackman stepped in and offered his thoughts on the situation, responding to Reynolds' comment and agreeing with Martha Stewart, saying, "Finally, someone has said it."
Okay, so Hugh Jackman's being all tongue-in-cheek. I think Martha's being serious.
You think Martha's serious about Ryan Reynolds?
Why would she
what
say
else?
that?
They're having fun, it says.
I
in the
figured there was
article.
like an ad or something coming out soon
No,
together.
She's going to be in the new Deadpool.
No, she is.
She's
speaking-
exposing Reynolds
she's
for what he
speaking
is.
The truth. She's speaking the truth. I think there's something going on. I don't think that my spidey sense is tingling.
About Ryan Reynolds?
He's
I
been
don't
saying
think-
this for a
I don't
while.
think Ryan Reynolds is the guy we think he is.
I was having this thought about Blake Lively the other day.
Yeah, his wife.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, what's up with these two? Little hollowed out souls.
We hear these little stories like,
Yeah.
Blake Lively got into a fight with the director of the last movie
Right.
over the ending of it, kind of bullied him into changing it. Little crumbs here and there about Ryan Reynolds not really being the person that he's, perceived to be.
Which is just Deadpool.
Yeah, exactly. Deadpool. I don't know. Something's
All right.
up.
Something's up.
I think Martha
Is on to something?
is on to something. Now, Martha is a notorious bitch. And
She is.
I think she is one to admit it, too.
Absolutely. The new Martha documentary that hit Netflix last week started it. Total bitch.
Notorious BITCH.
Yes, for real. And I was like, ooh, I was not prepared for this. I love Martha
In
Stewart.
what way? In a way that we respect?
She was talking about how she got married at 17 and her father didn't approve and he was a perfectionist, and it sounded like she kind of got her bitchdom from her dad, that's a hereditary thing in their family. And she talked about marrying this really handsome guy, and they had a 3-month honeymoon in Europe, and like immediately upon getting to Europe, Martha leaves her new husband at the hotel to go to some church, and she's like making out with some guy
the
at
church?
the church.
What?
And then she had different affairs throughout time, allegedly. And so did he. It was like an affair-palooza.
Well, that sounds healthy. How'd that
I
all
think
work
there's
out?
something there.
Somebody died. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know. I honestly haven't finished the documentary, so I don't know how it fizzled out. Nate Bargatze is having his moment. He is currently the top earning stand-up comedian in the world, and he's finally getting his own movie. Nate's going to star in a comedy called The Breadwinner, which he's also co-writing. There's no real word on the plot yet. And his latest stand-up special, Hello World, is Prime's most streamed original comedy, in its just first 28 days.
Hello, world.
He's also working on a holiday variety show for CBS, and he has 2 stand-up specials coming to Netflix. One's going to premiere to us on Christmas Eve, and he's even got a book called Big Dumb Eyes, Stories from a Simpler Mind that's coming our way.
I'm
in
a
May.
fan. I like him.
I like him too.
That's pretty awesome. And I think he just rolled out a new podcast.
Did he really?
Did he?
He's really having his moment.
Yeah.
Yesterday, we talked about Jason Kelsey and how he, threw a guy's phone on the floor for saying a homophobic slur about his brother. And he apologized for spiking a Penn State's student phone in the pavement. The kid and Jason, exchanged words that included a gay slur. The school released a statement about Kelsey's possible criminal mischief and disorderly conduct, saying, quote, "University police and public safety is the investigating agency for this incident, and the process is ongoing."
You don't have to apologize.
Well, he did. So he's a member of ESPN's Monday Night Football pregame show, and on set, he acted very humbled in describing his regret in failing to show and follow the golden rule. He said, quote, "I'm not happy with anything that took place. I'm not proud. Within a heated moment, I chose to greet hate with hate. I don't think that's very productive."
They made him apologize. You got nothing to apologize for, pal.
Yeah. It may not have been legal, but I know right when I see it.
And that swamp justice was
You don't think
doled out.
You don't think there's a sliver of
regret?
He's probably embarrassed.
I'm just saying,
I'm sure there is.
No, I was gonna say being a bigger man, and like the guy's in his freaking 30s, about to retire from a successful NFL career, or already did retire. And we're talking about a college kid who mouthed off.
Well, now it's out there for his kids to see
Surprise.
forever. His kids get big enough
Not
to see
everybody
dad
deserves
acting
an
that way.
apology.
What? I'm saying like the act. Maybe it's a strange take to be a bigger man.
I understand. Like, and maybe it's not a bigger man thing, but dude, I just got so heated in the moment.
Totally understand that, but I'm just saying, like, there's a little bit of be the adult in the room, and I think that's why he's apologizing, and it makes sense.
Yeah, there's probably some regret in like acting out. I get that way. If I blow up on somebody, even if I feel right, I don't like that part of myself. I don't like that Southern Illinois part of myself when it comes out. But sometimes it needs to come out.
It does.
I will say that.
It does, but it's okay. It's okay for it to come out, and it's okay for you to be like, "I'm an idiot."
Yeah.
The two things can be true.
Once the adrenaline wears off, you go, "What?" I turned to the Hulk for a second.
I went green. Saw red, went green.
Today is your election day, and so polls will be open until 7 o'clock. Keep that in mind. Who would your favorite fictional characters have voted for? Do you think about this at all? We know who some of our real-life characters, all the celebrities come out, say who they're endorsing.
Right.
But there was a poll that was taken about who Americans think would vote for, Kamala
Trump or
Harris or Donald Trump. And so here are some fictional characters that would have voted for both.
Okay.
So the Kamala Harris supporters include Liz Lemon from 30 Rock, Leslie Knope from Parks and Rec, Phoebe Monica and Joey from Friends, Olivia Benson from Law & Order, Elaine from Seinfeld, Blanche from The Golden Girls, Elle Woods from Legally Blonde, Barbie and Ken, and Cliff Huxtable from The Cosby Show.
Whoa.
Those who would vote for Donald Trump as fictional characters include Tony Stark / Iron Man, Archie Bunker, Hank Hill from King of the Hill, Don Draper from Mad Men, Roseanne Connor, Tony Soprano, Homer Simpson, Hannibal Lecter, Biff from Back to the Future, Dwight from The Office,
So funny.
Ron Swanson from Parks and Rec, Walter White from Breaking Bad, Rambo and Maverick from Top Gun. So if you're still undecided at this point and you're looking to fictional characters of who they would
Look to see
endorse,
who Hank Hill would
Yeah.
vote.
Yeah.
Whoever
But if
you want.
Rambo.
and that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrities celebrate. Pardon me, celebrating a birthday today. Odell Beckham Jr. is 32. Jason Kelsey is 37. Kevin Jonas from the Jonas Brothers is 37. Ryan Adams is 50. Name one song. Dare ya?
Ryan Adams?
he
he had
New
a
York,
great album.
He had, was it New York? Was it New York, New York?
Johnny Greenwood from Radiohead is 53. The guy has like 24 albums and nobody can name a song. Sam Rockwell is 56. Seth Gilliam is 56.
That was
Famke Janssen, one of the most beautiful women to ever live, Famke Janssen is freaking 60 years old. Like she is.
Famke.
Famke Janssen.
Famke Janssen.
She's a fatty fire.
That's Lenny in the Taken movie. She's also Jean Grey in the original X-Men trilogy. She's 60. Tatum O'Neal is 61. Tilda Swinton is 64. Bryan Adams, yes, shares a birthday with Ryan Adams, but Bryan Adams is 65.
And by the way, Ryan Adams is known to walk off stage when people start yelling out Bryan Adams songs.
Oh, yes.
So he will walk off stage, and there was one time somebody yelled out for Ryan Adams, and Ryan Adams actually played Summer of '69.
That's hysterical.
But apparently Ryan Adams is not a great dude.
No, he's not. He had a great self-titled record that I liked.
Ryan Adams?
Like 20 years ago. What a mess.
Two first names. Robert Patrick is 66. That's T-1000 in Terminator 2.
And Richard Patrick's brother.
Yeah,
Filter.
and he's got an interesting social media presence, if you will. Robert Patrick does.
Bobby
Really?
Patrick?
Yeah. It's like every other post is him on a motorcycle with like a motorcycle vest, and he starts talking to the camera, and he tells stories that you're not. At the end of it, you go, "Oh, okay." and the last like 10 posts have been about Richard Patrick, about Filter.
Oh,
he's
really?
like he's like doing like a Filter documentary on his Harley.
Do you want to take my picture?
Yeah, dude, you gotta watch
Dude,
it.
I've seen it, and he's right. He'll be like, "This is the house Richard and I grew up in. There used to be a Dairy Queen right down here." He's like an old guy telling you about the neighborhood he grew up. Like, it's not interesting factoids. It's just factoids.
Does he melt down?
Yeah, no, you just you find yourself watching him, and at the end you go, okay, Uncle Robert.
Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like.
In
Does he look
Peacemaker.
good?
I used to climb that tree right there. Get a picture of that tree.
I mean, he looks like
All
an
right, till
old
next time.
T-1000.
He's trying to go content. What do old people do for content? They tell you memories.
So he is Peacemaker's father in the show Peacemaker.
Oh, yeah, that's
and
right.
dude, he's great in that.
Yeah, he's
really like
talented family,
bad
clearly, but the social media content
is
is interesting. Go check it out and tell me if Rafe and I are right, because it's interesting. Kris Jenner is 69, and Art Garfunkel himself.
Garf.
The Garf.
The font.
The Art Garf is 83 years old.
83.
He's amazing.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Jordan Kingsley. And today's birthday girl's been in 182 fine films, including Badass Booty 2, Bad News Bitches 4, The Devil in Bed, The Dirty Facts of Life, Field of Schemes 4, Jack's Giant Jugs 1, Scott's favorite, Mama's Got a Big Old Butt 3,
That's right.
Super Horse 12, Welcome to Boobsville, and this is Learn's favorite, Who Can Forget a Roll? In 2009's Mom's Bacon Brownies.
Mm-hmm. And they smell good.
What in the world? That's a porn title?
All right.
Yeah, Mama, can I taste your brownie?
Jordan Kingsley is 48 years old. It's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities. All right, quick break. We'll come back. We'll do sports next, including the story of tragedy on the football pitch. Damn. Have you seen this video?
It's tough to watch,
It's tough
to be honest.
All right, 9:18.
Huh?
Hey, would you guys say you're patient people?
Yes.
You're patient? Mm-hmm. Are you patient, you think?
Yeah, with most things. I think I have my weak spots, like we all do. Sure, there's some things I have no patience for, but
I'm pretty impatient. I'll be honest with you.
When I'm hungry, I'm impatient. But otherwise, I'm
that's
cool.
hangry.
Waiting on things aggravates me. Are you a patient person?
Yeah, with people. I lose my cool with technology a lot, and I hate myself for it, but
Yeah, it depends on the thing. I think
I'm pretty patient, yes.
Scott, patience of a saint, this guy.
I think I am, but then there's lines, and if I see a line, I instantly am like, maybe I shouldn't be here.
Most Americans think they're patient. So 71% of Americans think they're patient people, but do the stats back that up? So a study looked at how long the average person can wait at various things before they start getting annoyed. So see if you're right in the pocket here. Waiting on a server to take your order. The average person gets annoyed after 13 minutes.
13? Oh, boy. That's
Way too high.
I was going to say 7.
To take your order or to wait on
To
you?
take your order.
So we're not counting, like, here's a round of waters. You guys have a look at the menu.
No,
'Cause there's a difference there.
yeah, you're right. I don't know.
If there's still a menu on my table within 7 minutes, I've done something wrong, or you've done something wrong. Right? 7 minutes. I
Some
mean,
people dilly-dally, though. They talk and they don't look at the menu.
All right, and then waiting for your food to arrive, 17 minutes. So to add those things up, we're expecting to be eating within 30 minutes of sitting down.
Okay. Yeah, anything food-based, I'm like, let's go.
you knew I was coming.
Get it ready. Get the grill going.
You opened the doors.
Waiting in line at the grocery store.
I look at the menu in the car.
Over half of us will switch to a different line if we see more than 3 people ahead of us.
Depends on the day, but yeah, most of the time you're probably right.
Food delivery. How long before we start getting annoyed?
43 minutes.
Under an hour. Right? Or it's free.
The average person says 29 minutes.
29 minutes.
Wow.
29 minutes.
Depends
So
on
Domino's was onto something with their old 30 minutes or less guarantee.
Yeah. Depends on the estimate. Like the food delivery apps, they love lying to you. They don't.
Yeah,
There's no
it's
repercussions.
horse crap.
You order, they'll be like 29 minute. Your order will be there at 8:20. Then you check back in. It's like your order will be there at 10:30 tonight.
What
And I'm like,
happened?
what
Yeah,
the
dude.
hell happened?
Awful.
And it just there's no recourse.
Wise man once said, never pay full price for late pizza.
That's right.
Waiting behind somebody when a light turns green.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah. You get about a split second from me.
Chicago people, I've not heard people honking their horn more than I heard this weekend in Chicago.
I like
the
it.
minute it turned green, you weren't on it, horns were being laid on.
Nice.
And I was laughing. I'm like, what?
That is
So
King
throw
Scott.
in light turns green or at a stop sign. A third of us are laying on the horn within 10 seconds. And I'm like, that's not true. It's for
Way
most
sooner.
people, it's 2 seconds.
And there is, I will say, there is a line of demarcation the other way where you're an a-hole. If it's immediate, because there's people that do that.
You got to
too.
get some grace.
There's no. Some people give
It's the
no grace
best.
period. It'll be like, it'll turn green, and the time it takes me to take my foot off the brake to the accelerator, somebody will honk, and I'm like, hey, nobody wants to get out of here quite more than I do.
Yeah, all right. What is this, the NHRA?
Yeah.
There's a big difference between horn and impatience, though. Like, I'm impatient after 4 seconds. I'm not using my horn until probably 11 seconds. But I'm impatient real quick. I'm talking, I'm yelling.
5.
I'll give the toot after 5 seconds.
Not
Yeah,
a
I'm
hard,
yelling.
Not a hard leg.
I'm using
No,
hands. I'm like, come on,
beep.
let's go.
Just
Yeah.
Beep.
you're clearly on Twitter.
Yeah.
Look up.
I mean, I'm the guy that as soon as it hits green, I push the.
Give me a
the
courtesy
horn.
wave. Sorry, my
Sorry
bad.
about that. Mm-hmm.
Hey, if you're ever out in a thunderstorm,
Uh-huh.
man, when you see this footage, you're going to. This will stay with you. A 39-year-old soccer player in Peru was killed instantly on Sunday when he got struck by lightning while walking across the field. The video, and Moon and I saw it this morning, hard to watch. At least 8 other players who were near him went down too, all in unison. You could see this guy get hit by lightning, and then everybody went down at once. The player who died was Jose Hugo de la Cruz Meza. The team's goalie took a direct hit as well. So the guy who took a direct hit did not die. It was the guy that was next to him.
No. The guy that took the direct hit is
Has
dead.
superpowers. Oh.
For sure.
I read the team's goalie who took a direct hit as well. Okay, so maybe they both did.
No, yeah. So look, the goalie,
Maybe they both
the
did.
goalie is walking because he's obviously in the pink jersey, the different jersey. He goes down, but he starts moving. Like this guy's dead. He was dead before he hit the floor.
Wow.
Oh, man.
And all of these at 1,
See this,
2,
Rafe?
3, 4,
Did them all
5,
go down
6.
at once?
Oh, no. I was
Six other people. Watch
Play
this.
that again. I didn't see
6 other people hit the floor immediately. Bang. All of them down.
All of them down.
Because the ground is wet. And they all got hit. Now I've been next to lightning twice. One hit the tree that my tent was underneath, and it melted all of my tent poles and everything.
That guy rolled over.
It knocked me out of.
Yeah, those guys are alive. The one died. The rest are,
That's some
They
weird.
went full trust fall. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
it
just
zap.
That guy's.
Bang.
You know what, though? Man, what a way to go. Like, you have no clue what's about ready to happen to you.
You talk
You're
about
gone.
instant.
Yeah.
Instant. If you're going to be awake,
Yeah.
of course, I may
That's
not
terrifying.
understand how bad that hurts. I'm sure it's not.
right. It's not pleasurable.
Man,
Oh, man. Wild.
I mean, he was stiff as a board.
it's gone.
Dead before
I
he hit
hate
the
to say
ground.
watch this again, but like, watch this. Stiff as a board.
Man.
Gone. Instantly
Rest
gone.
in peace.
Yeah.
Goodness.
The
Hard
way
to
they
watch.
fell in unison is trippy, also, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Just how quick that electricity went through the
Yeah.
ground. All right, here's sports. All right, Moon, what do you got?
Sports is brought to you by Jack and Coke, the popular cocktail now available in ready-to-drink cans. Blues defenseman Philip Broberg will miss 4 to 6 weeks due to a lower body injury. Blues coach Drew Bannister said Monday morning that 2 days after Broberg was hurt during a 4-2 win over the Maple Leafs on Saturday, the timeline is going to keep Broberg out until the first week of December at the earliest, which could force him out of the next 13 games if he is out for a full 6 weeks. We're talking 20 missed games. Blues play the Lightning tonight at 7 p.m. Kansas City Chiefs were pushed to the brink by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but remained undefeated to wrap up Week 9. Lining up at the goal line, Kareem Hunt barreled through the end zone in overtime for a game-winning touchdown to keep his team perfect on the year with a 30-24 victory. Here is the final call during a rainy night in Kansas City.
Well, here is Hunt for the touchdown. Kansas City remains unbeaten. 8-0. And a win in overtime.
Thank you, Joe Buck.
I watched the whole game. I was so bummed when they went to overtime. First of all, it was...
Didn't need to happen.
I went to bed.
Yeah, it didn't need to happen. No. It was a great last drive, though, by the Buccaneers. But didn't need to happen. I was bummed because I was like, oh, now I got to stay awake. Yep. I'm all invested.
I don't know if it's Andy Reid or the OC, but I get so frustrated. When they get 20 yards and in, they completely run a different offense, and it's insane to me. They start doing like double reverse. It's just nuts. And I'm like, this guy needs... It didn't need to happen.
8-0, though. Rizz led the charge with 13 wins, followed by me, Rafe, and King Scott with 12. Learn had 9, but we still, with the tiebreaker, we beat the fast lane.
All right. 2 in a row, baby.
2 in a row. It's a streak. It's a comeback. Yeah, and I'm Moon. That's your sports because doing the bull dance, feeling the flow, working it.
All right, one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up. And that is it for us. Donnie Fandango is next. Make sure you check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. And make sure you're listening for the Smashing Pumpkins. All day long, Donnie will play it. Liv will play it. You hear the Smashing Pumpkins from now until midnight. You pick up your 105.7 The Point mobile app. You open her up. And you see Lauren's face on there, you tap that app, and you have a chance to win $1,000, and you have a chance to win a co-hosting job on this here radio program for a day. All right, Moon, today's podcast is titled...
We Are Thunder Dogs.
Yes. Thunder Dogs. All right, Moon, what else?
December 7th, 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. show for Punk Rock Christmas. We are shooting a bunch of music videos today. Can't wait to release some new music, but make sure you get your tickets while they last. 3 p.m. and an 8 p.m. show, thepageant.com, thepageant.com.
Thank you, Moon. Learn.
Just follow me on the socials at Learn versus Radio. Thanks.
Okay, Rafe.
There's a number 2 show today, dropping at 4 p.m. with Tanya Haddix of Chimp Crazy. In the meantime, watch me and Learn do a Wayne's World sketch. Bonus content on the YouTube Point stream, and if you're in Springfield, Mo, get tickets to my show this weekend at the Blue Room.
King Scott.
You can follow me at King Scott Rules, and when you're in Springfield, I know you're going to Bass Pro, but you got to go see Rafe. I mean, come on, it's going to be awesome down there.
Happy Redhead Day, buddy.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate it, guys. It's going to be beautiful.
All right, we leave you with a selection from our teamers. Remember the day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. Check out the all-new Hot Shots Lindbergh, now open. Your new home for sports in South County. From Tamaroa, Illinois, Cody Kraus is out there.
So will, baby.
And Cody wants to hear this song. Here it is. Have a great rest of your day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
Energy.